magenta. Just to piss off all my fucking homophobic relatives. Growing more imperative that I control my narratives. So I spit fire through this pop filter. La la, you got to have the Zaza for me to shop with you. Raising my rates and I'll control fates. But if you fuck with me, I bring your fucking life to a stop quicker. I'm in your throat like some hot liquor. Roll through your hood like a drop shipper. Hands like a stock filter. I think if I was straight, then maybe I would pop quicker. Playing the lotto, I'm on the reposado. Can't be in my vicinity if you possessing maybes or fragile masculinity like boozy tip a baby. It's crazy cause them very clothes you wearing was designed by the same group of people used to trying to keep behind. You ain't worried about the kids, you just use them as a shield to hide behind the bigotry of how you really feel. Ain't no think pieces in emails as long as it's some females that's kissing in the backseat. And you can check my rap sheet. I'm running circles around these washed up rappers like a track meet. Been flexing like an athlete. I'm jigging to the backbeat. Work selling in the trap heat. And my niggas pack heat. Suggest to keep it cool before they bust and make it hat lead. And I ain't even really scratched the surface. Defeat the self-doubt, don't defeat the purpose. Make sure you got it or you won't complete the purchase. A man without a plan is like a clown without a circus. That's Damez, he go crazy on the mics and shit. Rolling blunts super straight on the pipes and shit. Fat ass with the fucking tiger stripes and shit. I get faded, grab my pen and then I write some shit about this crazy world we living in. My homies there to giving in, the doors there to kicking in. I never cared about fitting in. No whipping the E-class, that motherfucker speed fast. I caught me a peach pass and reach for my weed stash. No sports teams, but I'm ballin', nigga. Better have a money move if you callin', nigga. It's my time to shine and you know I'm stallin', nigga. Dame's going up, ain't that shit appallin', nigga? And I ain't even really in my prime yet. But I just been grinding like the time set. Mindset on the fucking money, not a bitch though. I can tell you broke, but I ain't never been a sitch though. Came up on cassettes and CDs on the block. I don't smoke no cigarettes, but the trees stay in stock. It's the DAM to the IEN. And if I stand out, nigga, why be in? It's motherfuck the cops and motherfuck the ops. My niggas got good credit, we talking trades and stocks. I'ma always keep it real, that's what I get from my pops. They'll give me a fucking bullet before they give me my props. I got this war in my mind, but I don't know who winning. All this Patron in my body and my head keeps spinning. Yo, how I'ma get to heaven? I mean, if I keep sinning, that's where life will drive you crazy, man. Just keep living. And I ain't even really scratched the surface. Defeat the self-doubt, don't defeat the purpose. Make sure you got it or you won't complete the purchase. A man without a plan is like a clown without a circus. Dames, and I ain't even really scratched the surface. Nah, defeat the self-doubt, don't defeat the purpose. Make sure you got it or you won't complete the purchase. A man without a plan is just a clown without a circus. Dames. Hip-hop. This rap shit is just in me.
I took a hit for the team. Took a bullet for the dream that we would one day all be free. Free from prejudice, free from sexism, free from bigotry. I die for creativity, I die for freedom to be free. I died and left a legacy. Oh, but baby, I still live through technology. Pain, and tears of pain, and a dash of struggle. Just be patient. Your destiny will manifest. Yes, falls in the sea.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, fam? It's your dude BubzDaGawd here with yet another live for you all. Like I stated, I wasn't gonna go live for the rest of this year, but certain things just popped the hell up. Okay. First of all, before we get started, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? It's your dude. Hello, BubzDaGawd here. Hopefully we're not going to be too long with this commentary. I am still working on my video essay that I am dropping on January 1st. Again, entitled Patriarchy, Queerphobia, and the DL Whisperer. Okay, so I think we're going to start off 2026 with a bang. No shade, and I'm going to definitely need y'all help for that. But this live that we're doing today was inspired by J Inclusive. Again, J Inclusive was the person that inspired the other live when I was supposed to be focusing just on my video essay. Again, J Inclusive does such amazing commentary, amazing breakdowns. They give the context and the nuance, which is something that I love. The more information, the better. And it inspired me again today for this live. So make sure y'all check out the other live that I did in reference to Nicki Minaj, Erica, Kirk, and the whole MAGA situation. And make sure y'all subscribe to J Inclusive if you have not done that yet. And if you haven't, what are you waiting for? The link for the video that we're going to use in today's live is in the description box below. So go ahead and do that. Go ahead and subscribe, baby. Because again, J Inclusive, they do it for the culture and not for the views. No shade. Let's see who's in the building real quick. We got, let's see. We got Deshaun in the building. We always gonna have Deshaun in the building, baby. He is the residential #1 vocal supporter, girl. No shade. He has the crowd. Shout out to him. We got Queen Spicy in the building. We always good to see the Queen. Queen Spicy. And here go Deshaun lusting after my ass, girl. Like he always does. And now I'm being referred to as a goddamn cookie. Okay. And yes, I hope that you guys do enjoy the video essay. I know it's going to trigger some people. It's going to trigger the DL Whisperer. It's going to trigger those who support the DL Whisperer, and it's even going to trigger insecure black women. No shade. I'm trying to do a wraparound ass type of commentary. Okay? I'm not going to have all the answers. I'm not going to be able to clock everything, but I think I'm going to clock a lot of things, and whatever I miss, there can always be a part 2, 3, 4, whatever the case may be. Hopefully y'all can hear me very clearly. I have my setup here. I got my microphone here. My laptop here, like trying to increase the quality of certain things. All right, but before we get into today's live, you know we have to be smart. Boom. Copyright disclaimer: under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips to balance in favor of fair use. All the videos, songs, images, and graphics used in this live belong to their respective owners, and BubzDaGawd does not claim any right over them. So now that we got that out the way, and I said that verbatim off the top of my head, okay? We got Harold in the building. What's going on, pimpin'? Make sure that y'all like on the way in. Make sure that y'all share. Shout out to Deshaun, baby. Deshaun be the one that really be sharing my shit everywhere. It be so many damn groups that he shares my stuff to, and it be having 60-something shares. And over the past month and a half, a lot of people who have been watching my videos have been new people. People who saw me on YouTube home screen, whether they searched me up, whether it's because they shared my content. So again, in order for our platform to grow, we are at 974 subscribers. Okay, on the road to 1K. By y'all sharing and putting it in different spaces, it helps this platform to grow. It's not just about me, it's about us. No shade. We got Twan. We got Twan in the building. Just to let y'all know, I have a little bit of brown here, girl, a little bit of Jack Daniels here. So we're going to be sipping a little bit on this live. And again, I don't want to be here too long. Okay, I may want to be here. The max is like 7, maybe 7:30. If we can get it done before then, that would be awesome. But yes, I'm late to the party as always, but I'm pretty sure for those of you who have been perusing the internet streets, especially those in the black community, there was a video recently of a same-gender loving black man who is thicker than all the Snickers in the world, girl. Okay, baby, they're built like a horse at the bottom, girl. Just booty and thighs and thighs and thighs and more booty and just all types of shit. But again, this is a male built like this, and in the society we live in, especially with gender norms and expectations around gender in this society. People say that he's not supposed to be built like that. And it obviously got some black women feeling some type of way. No shade, because these individuals are working on themselves however they want to, and they're getting the attention that unfortunately a lot of insecure black women are not getting, because they haven't done the self-work, they haven't healed, they haven't aligned themselves. Okay? And J Inclusive did an amazing job, as always, in reference to their commentary about things happening to the community, in the community, about the community. But we're going to get into this one. And y'all, no shade, I want to preface my video by saying this. The only time I'm for violence is when it's in the realm of self-defense. No shade. The woman in this video had plenty of chances to walk away, and she did not. She better be grateful that she experienced what she experienced from that individual, because there are people in this world who are dealing with so fucking much with this administration and all the shit that's happening, all of the coming attractions of the atrocities that we're going to experience for these next 3 years, baby. These people are already at their breaking point. And had she picked on somebody else who was not in the right headspace or a different headspace, baby, she would have ended up being mocked. There would have to been clean up on aisle 8. Let me shut the hell up and let's get into it. We got Queen Stevie. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Where's my Damez and Louboutins? Well, put your Louboutins on, because we're going to need you to step in your red heels, bitch, okay? Step, just step, stiletto, pumps in the club. We're going to need them, Queen Stevie. So, matter of fact, take the stilettos off and put on the gym shoes, put on the Vaseline, put your hair back in a ponytail. You see my shit in a ponytail a lot. Put all that on and take your earrings off, because we're going to need for some sort of physical resistance when it comes down to certain things like this. But anyway, let me shut the hell up. Let's get into the video, y'all. Again, this is from J Inclusive. All of the content in this live is in the description box below. Make sure y'all check out Damez too, who is my husband in my head. He ain't got to be my husband in real life, but in my head, in my mind, I'll always be his leprechaun. Anyway, let's get into it. Let me shut the hell up. Let's change the music up.
Flow y enseguida te pone a bailar, pero bailalo, 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 bailalo.
Welcome to another episode of J Inclusive. Please share, like, comment, subscribe, and set your notifications on so you are alerted every time I upload. This video is in compliance with YouTube guidelines. It contains brief examples of bullying and hate speech, shown solely for educational and critical discussion. This channel does not support, promote, or condone harassment, discrimination, or hateful language. The purpose is to raise awareness and speak out against harmful behavior, including bullying. A man who goes by the name of Deontay, who has an ass like.
Damn! Now, no shade. At the top, I love ass. I do. But girl, because I am 5'2", sometimes there are some asses that are too much, baby. I wouldn't be able to handle all that. That would handle me. Okay? I can't be doing all this, holding it like this, girl, because I'm going to tire out. Then the inertia of the clap back, girl. Now my pelvis is out of alignment. Now I got sciatica. No shade. I'm just saying. But there are some people that can handle it, girl. And when your shit poke out like that, you're going to get attention. Just like how there are women that got big old udders, or they got a small waist and a big old ass. Okay? So again, this is both-sided. This is both-handed. Males and females are dealing with people lusting, people sexualizing their body parts. We can have a conversation about that at a different time. But I mean, yes, if you look at that ass, especially with the ass to waist ratio, I would say damn too.
Pull over, that's too fat.
Posted a video to his social media of him being harassed and physically assaulted by a woman inside of a grocery store on Christmas. He posted the video with the caption, "Just got hate crimed in the grocery store for being gay. Merry Christmas. In the clip, the woman can be heard stating she was upset about what he was wearing as she proceeds to shout homophobic slurs. It's unclear how everything started, but here is the clip.
Why are you touching me? Why are you touching me? I don't even know you.
Boy, get out of here.
Please back up.
Boy, get out of here.
Back up.
Get out of here with your bro.
Back up.
Get out of here with your ass,
I don't
bro.
know you.
Get out of here. I don't know you either.
I don't know you. So
What's
why
up?
are you up on me like that?
What's up?
Why are you up on me
What's
like that?
up? What's up?
Back up.
What's up?
Please back up.
What you gonna do?
I don't even know
What
her.
you
People
gonna
started attacking
do?
me for no reason.
Nah, this
I don't
nigga need
even
to
know
cry
I
up.
don't know you.
I'm sick of this,
I don't know
sick of
you.
this,
I
bro.
know you.
Just
I came in the store.
Nah,
I'm
Go on,
gonna record
get-
the
get-
live
get-
through.
get- get- get-
Bitch, I have a
get going.
government job that I'm
Get
not
go-
trying
I
to
don't care about that
The fuck?
government job. You need to not have no shit.
No, just go.
I
Just
don't
go.
her. I don't know her.
This-
You're trying to attack me. I'm about to call the
Bro,
police
no,
on you.
bro.
I want you to back
Hold
up.
the
Come on,
fuck
sis.
up, please. Christmas.
Come on. Hey, wait.
Man, I'm
Girl.
sick of this game, bro. Like, you need to cover it up, bro.
I don't even know her. I don't even know
Just go
her.
this way. Just go this way.
I don't even know
Yeah,
her.
it's
I'm about to
Christmas.
check on my damn groceries.
go this
I don't
way.
even
Bro,
know
that
her.
girl, get out,
Girl,
bro.
get away from me.
No,
Why are you
give
still
up.
following
You get
me?
away from us.
Please, why are you following me?
Get out of
Why are you
here.
still following me?
With your
And then call the police
You need
on
to
you.
put clothes on.
Have on clothes.
No, you don't.
Get away
Wait.
from me.
What
Why
you
are
gonna
so-
do?
why are
What
you
you
so-
gonna do?
Why are you so
What you
close
gonna
to
do,
me?
man?
I'm
Why are
sorry,
you
man.
so
No, he ain't no
for
man.
real? Please back up.
This a
Oh, you
This
I'm
a
begging
bed.
you.
What
I'm
you
begging
gonna
you
do?
to get away from
What
me.
you gonna do?
I'm
You
begging
can't
to
hit
get-
me.
Please.
Don't touch me, nigga.
Oh, come on.
Don't touch me.
I really want you to back
What's
up.
up? Don't touch me.
And see, these are the type scenarios
Before we get into, but let me let him finish, and then we're gonna rewind it, and I'm gonna give my commentary. Cause I wanted y'all to hear it, cause I've been told that one thing I can work on is letting the videos play in its entirety or for a nice amount before I give my commentary. Baby, I was holding back even just doing that. We're gonna let Jay Inclusive explain his feelings or their feelings, because the same way that they feel is the same with this damn video is the same way I feel. Then I'm gonna give y'all the Bubz recap.
black gay men try to bring up to women, but a lot of times we are shut down because we are men. So we should always be the ones to walk away and not defend ourselves as we're being physically and verbally attacked without reason, while the women scapegoat any accountability. This woman continued to charge after this man, repeatedly called him slurs, pushed her friend out the way who was trying to get her to move on. She hit him several times with the cart, threatened him, told him that he wasn't a man and that he's a female dog, chest bumped him several times. And when he tried to block her from hitting him, she yelled, "Don't touch me," like he did something wrong. Since I'm speaking to my community, black women, if you call yourself an ally, you should be condemning this behavior. Not once did he raise his voice. He remained calm and unbothered, which I think agitated her inner homophobic demon even more. Once this video started going viral, majority of people, men and women, regardless of sexual orientation, were on his side, except a select few. Is the selfie picture what he was wearing that day?
Now, before we get into the schematics and the inner, what it could possibly be, let's rewind back, shall we? Let's go back, girl, real quick, because I kind of want to pause and give my commentary, because, baby, I be thinking the universe that this shit don't be happening to me like this, because the outcome would have been completely different. That's why I titled my live the way I titled my live. If you're a human, if you are a human being, whether you are a male human being, a female human being, it does not matter. It does not matter. You don't put your hands on people. Let me get big in this bitch real quick. You can't put your hands on people, bro. That's what we're not finna do. Take this shit off. That's what we're not finna do. You don't get to assert yourself physically. Now, you saying things verbally, I have a choice on whether I want to let that shit slide. I have a choice on whether I want to respond to what's being said to me, because you saying something to me. Do you get what I'm saying, what I'm trying to tell you? But once you overstep your boundaries from verbal to physical, that's when there's nothing else left to say. It's more so what to do now. Okay, so let me give y'all my narration if that was me, if homegirl would have walked up on me, let's take a look at what I would have done, or what I would have said.
Why are you touching me?
Girl,
I
boy,
don't even know you.
Boy,
Back
get out
up.
of here.
Please back up.
Boy, get
Back
out of
up.
here.
Back up.
Get out of here with
Back
your bro.
Back up.
Get out of here with your ass,
I don't
bro.
know you.
Get out of here. I don't know you
I
either.
don't know you. So
What's
why
up?
are you up on me like?
First of all, you got so many times to get into my personal space. You got so many times to get in my personal space. You see that she was bumping him with the cart. She was again throwing out insults and slurs. She proceeded to walk up to him, follow him. Now I'm going down this aisle to get my ish. That's what I'm doing. You don't work here. You don't own the grocery store. You don't own the aisle, so you can't tell me what to do about whatever the hell I'm doing in that aisle, especially since your ass is not on the paperwork, not on the lease, not on the title, whatever the case may be. You don't have any sort of legal authority to be telling me what I can and can't do in the store. Now, of course, because she is a quote-unquote female, a woman, female through the expression of women, and because even I do subscribe to certain patriarchal things, which I feel like in some cases, depending on how you look at it, if it's more so to humanity, then the patriarchy doesn't really matter because it supports humanity. I respect human beings. I respect women and the monolith of them. In the words of my gay dad, I don't hit women. I don't. But I do slap bitches. That woman right there acted like a bitch, and she would have been handled as one. Let's continue.
What's up?
Why are you up on me
What's
like that?
up? What's up?
Back up.
What's up?
Please back
What
up.
you gonna do?
I don't even know her.
What
She
you
just
gonna
started
do?
attacking me for no reason.
Nah, this
I don't
nigga need
even
to
know
cry
I
up.
don't know you.
I'm sick of this.
Now here comes the other woman into the mix. Jay Inclusive said that this individual is the friend of the queerphobic person. I had thought that it was the friend of the gay man. And if it was the friend of the gay man, and for some of the women that's saying, oh, well, that's not me. I don't do stuff like that. I don't act like that. That's not me. I'm an exception to the rule. Okay, then, well, like Jay Inclusive said later on in the video, if you are a person, especially the women that be like, behind every strong black woman is her gay best male friend, then you need to step up and check and challenge individuals like Miss Mama's here, who is being all belligerent and ignorant and fear-based in the store. And if that was her friend, what her friend should have done was say, girl, let's go. You're making a fool of yourself, girl. Let's go. Let's move. She should have tried to de-escalate it. But what she didn't do anything. Because this woman continued with her barrage of queerphobia. Again, baby, you got only a few more times to do that shit to me.
I don't know
sick of
you.
this, bro.
Know you.
Just
I came in the store.
Nah,
I'm
Go,
gonna report for
get
my
going.
I have a
going.
government job that I'm
Get
not
going.
trying to
For that
The
government job, you need to not have no shit.
No, just go.
I
Just
don't
go.
know her. I don't know her.
This-
Still trying to attack me. I'm about to call the
Bro,
police
no,
on you.
bro.
I want you to back
Call
up.
the fucking
Come
police.
on.
Christmas.
Come on. Hey, wait.
Man, I'm
Girl.
sick of this game, bro. Like, you need to cover it up, bro. Like,
I don't
y'all
even
need to
know
stop
her.
looking-
So now we have the truth. You feel some type of way because the niggas that you want also may want him. Because these are the same women who will support individuals like the DL Whisperer, who will expose down low men, but also teach women that this is the response you should give to the gay niggas, because again, that individual is quote unquote enticing your man, enticing your partner. And instead of you dealing with your partner, you then want to attack this person. I'm sorry, Miss Mamas, that his ass is on 1,000 and your ass is on flat. I'm sorry about that. Maybe you need to hit some more Stairmasters. Maybe you need to hit the squat machine a little bit more. Maybe you need to do pelvic thrust with barbells and shit. Maybe you need to do deadlifts. Maybe you need to do Bulgarian or whatever they call squats. Maybe you need to do all these things to make sure that your booty is on plump, to make sure that your booty is together. That's why I had to go back and listen, because she tell it on herself. It's the queerphobia. Cover all that up. Cover all that up. But yet you got on some fucking jeggings, leggings, your damn self. And just because your shit ain't poking, just because niggas ain't walking past and you saying, God damn, damn, just because they ain't doing that to you, but they doing it to another male, now you feel some type of way about it. How does that work? Then the other girl is telling him, oh, well, just go ahead and go. Just go ahead and go. Just do it. I'm the one coming down this aisle. I'm the one coming down the cereal aisle. I'm the one trying to get my honey bunches of oats, my honey nut Cheerios, girl. I'm the one trying to get my Count chocolate. I'm the one getting my Fruity Pebbles. I'm the one getting my brand cereal. I'm the one going down this aisle. I'm the one that may want to get some damn maple and brown sugar grits or strawberry flavored or apple flavored grits. I'm the one going down that aisle. And now this woman harassing me because of what I have on. And when you see what he has on in the store, he can't hide what God or what he has enhanced that has blessed him. You can take that same ideology to organized religion. When Erica Campbell, one of the one of the members of the group Mary Mary, on one of her album covers, had on this fitted white dress from neck all the way down. She was covered, but her shit was hugging her damn body, to where the saints got upset because of all the curves that she had, all the hills and valleys that she had in her on her damn body, all because it's going to entice men. Why? Because you can entice men with your dry graham cracker having ass hoo-ha. And again, what her friend should have did was tell her, girl, let's go, girl. Like she said, it's Christmas. She moving his cart around. She turning his cart around. When what she should have been doing is telling her friend, girl, let's go. Getting in her face, pushing her back, girl. Getting her way, girl, stop, it's Christmas, come on, let's go. She should have been doing that, but she didn't. She didn't. She did the bare minimum. And the bare minimum wasn't shit because it continued. Just like what we about to do right now.
I don't even know her. I don't even know her. I'm about to check on my damn groceries. I don't even know her. Bro, get away from me. Why are you still following me?
Get away from us.
Please, why are you?
Get out of here.
Why are you still following?
Get away from us. What do you mean by get away from us? Bitch, I'm in the store just like you. I'm here trying to get my groceries just like you. I'm trying to get my shit and leave just like you. You the one coming up to me. You the one harassing me. You the one attacking me. You the one pursuing me. You the one being loud and belligerent about me. And I'm supposed to walk away, but that's the one thing I keep telling y'all about when it comes down to queer people's experiences. There are plenty of videos where queer people just merely be existing, doing their own fucking thing, and then out of nowhere, here comes insecure, bitter, jaded, low vibrational, just because hoes got locks, and they spraying goddamn spiritual oils and shit, frankincense and myrrh, and collect all type of rocks and stuff to cover up their queerphobia, to again give the illusion that they know what the fuck they talking about. Because again, shout out to J Inclusive, is going to include a clip that from her own social media platforms, speaking this high vibrational hotep-ish, but yet she ain't got no emotional awareness and intelligence to be able to compose herself, because the fucking crystals and rocks ain't bringing the nigga forward. The essential oils being sprayed upon thine body and thine fucking locks ain't bringing a nigga forward. And obviously, the pants that she got on, she ain't got nothing to show off. So again, that it irritates her spirit and her soul. Let's continue.
And then call the police.
You need to put
Yo,
clothes on.
Have on clothes.
on.
No, you don't.
Get away from me.
What
Why
you
are
gonna do?
why are
What you
so-
gonna
Do you see what you doing? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? And you know what? A broken clock is right twice a day. This behavior right here somewhat can make me understand slightly, not completely, but slightly, what some of those red pill niggas be talking about. There be women that be knucking and bucking and nutting up on men, on males. On males and the not monolith but the spectrum, excuse me, of men, because trans men are men as well. We're talking about societal things, but yet this woman, this female, cis woman, is walking up on this cis same gender loving man. Do you see her walking up? The friend trying to dilute the situation. Not by grabbing her friend hand and saying, well, we gonna fight then, girl, because you making me look stupid in the store. So come on. She ain't doing any of that. Here it is. She walking past the cart all fast, trying to come around on his side. Now, again, let's see what happens once he decides to establish some boundaries physically with her ass. Because you're walking up on me. You walking up on me. I done walked away from you. I done told you multiple times, girl. I'm trying to be the one to keep the peace. I'm trying to be the one to do the right thing. Hell, he was trying to tap into his Karen bag about calling the police. That didn't stop Sister Soldier, the Temu version. This ain't stopped the grown-up version of the little black girl from motherfucking Holiday Heart, who is now all grown up with you. But let's continue.
do?
Why are you so close to me?
Now she pushed her friend out the way. See, if that was her friend or her cousin or whoever it was, that's when her friend just said, girl, now you attacking me. Now you allowing your fear and your ignorance and your hatred and your queerphobia to swell up in such a way, to reach such an overflow status that now I'm getting affected. Now you pushing me out the way.
Man,
So,
no, he ain't no
for
man.
real.
This
Please back up.
a
Oh, you
this
I'm
a
begging
bed.
I'm
What you
begging
gonna
you to
do?
get away from
What
me.
you gonna
I'm
do?
begging
You
to
can't
get
hit
it.
me.
Please.
Don't touch me, nigga.
Oh, come on.
Don't touch me.
I really want you to back
What's
up.
up? Don't touch me.
Now no shade. If I had ass like that, because I have some ass, but not like that. I'm sure all short people have ass. If I had ass like how he would or how he does, I would have used my ass and the inertia from my ass, and I would have swung my ass at that damn cart and parachute her ass across the aisle. I would have planted my feet down just like a tree that's planted by the waters, and I would have took my hands like this, and I would have shoved the shit out of her ass into the cereal. Because now you're asking for an ass whooping. Now you asking, but like she said, you can't hit me. I'm a one. You can't hit me. And that type of shit right there be proving these red pill niggas who also got the same size titties as Miss Mama right. Now, if he would have hit her in her damn face, or if he would have slapped the shit out of her like he was a pimp with his good hand, that would have been the same woman after the encounter who would have been screaming, I'm a woman, you can't put your hands on me, I'm a woman. Okay, you a woman, but you a human being right now, Miss Mama. We're removing the gender blockades. We're removing the gender markers. I am no longer male. You are no longer female. We are humans. And when it comes down to humanity, baby, on all levels, you can get it. No shade. That shit triggered me watching this. Because I know what it feels like to be bullied. I grew up dealing with a big part of my life being bullied. Not by females, because I was around the females, and the females kept me safe because you can't horseplay around women. Which is why, again, for me, I happen to have more grace for females, more grace for women. But it does not mean that you cannot be held accountable as well. Because as y'all will learn in my video essay, dealing with patriarchy, queerphobia, and the DL Whisperer, the DL Whisperer weaponizes women like this to act a certain way. To police black men to the point to where having basic self-care and self-maintenance is equated to being gay. So the only way that these men can really be straight is if they nasty, funky, and then when they finger begging you, they giving you all type of septic shock because they got hot Cheeto crust and damn booty crust underneath their damn fingers and they don't wash their hands. Meanwhile, messing up your whole pH balance. Your shit ain't even a pH no more. It's XYZ at this point. What would have happened if that gay man would have took them braids and not braided your hair, girl, but swung you around in a circle? Then she would have been claiming, help, help, help. He's attacking me. Help, help, help. Which is why, no shade, in that case, if we're going to speak about society, her homegirl is in the wrong. Her homegirl should also be held accountable because her homegirl should have grabbed her and told her to move. But she called that woman ma'am. She didn't say, cuz, move out the way. She didn't say her name, girl, move out the way. She didn't do all that. She said, move, ma'am. So is she really her cousin? Or was this another woman that was trying to intercept? And for the women, again, who sit up there and say, oh, that's not me. I'm not queerphobic. I love the queer community. I'm an ally. See, everybody an ally when it comes down to words, but then when it comes down to actual application, there's a lot of failure there. Because if that gay man can't physically defend himself against that cisgender woman, then a cisgender woman needs to stand in place for that queer man to be a champion for him and whoop her ass. Because she did too much touching for me. She did too much walking in the space for me. She did too much putting hands on me. Then when he reacted to that and said, don't touch me, now it's, don't touch me, don't touch me. Girl, I would have left her ass delirious in the motherfucking thing. Now, I don't think I would hit her. Because as far as punch her, even though in my mind I may have wanted to. Because again, the information that I know based off of me being bullied and shit, I have educated myself. I'm still growing. I'm still a baby in it. But damn it, I have a pretty strong foundation. I know where to hit somebody to make them stop for good. The shit that I've been through in my life, I'm not about to do no 1, 2, flee. No, you walk up on me with some shit and I gave you ample time for you to move on and leave me alone. In my mind, I'm just going to assume that you're trying to harm me in the most extreme ways. So I'm hitting holes in the throat. I'm wonder palm striking holes in the nose so that your shit go up in here a little bit and your eyes is watered. I'm punching the bitch in a sternum, girl, where that diaphragm is at. I'm gonna punch a bitch, I forgot what organ it is, right here on the right side underneath the small part of your ribs. I'm hitting somebody there. I'm palm striking somebody there. I'm body slamming somebody. I'm judo flipping somebody. Because for her to have that much, I guess, boldness to walk up on somebody that she don't know with all that type of shit. And I hate to say this, but it seems like this is the only way. Because despite all the information that has been put out about queer people's experiences, despite individuals like J Inclusive, who takes time, effort, and energy that they cannot get back to create content to inform people about the lived experiences and the realities that a lot of people in the queer community deal with when they're simply just minding their own business. Despite all the work of J Inclusive, Conscious TV, Hope Giselle, T.S. Matterson, Dominique Morgan, Fairy Puss, Dyquel Dante, Mari Anton, Bliss Amari, BubzDaGawd, Reckless Logic, Queen Stevie, Deshawn, and so many other content creators that take the time to put everything together to help people understand, girl, people are still making a choice to be dumb, ignorant, and stupid. And for the individuals who continue to make choices to be dumb, ignorant, and stupid, then I guess sometimes you got to meet people where they are. But then when you meet people where they are, now all of a sudden there's this level of confusion. There's this level of, oh my God, where this come from? There's, no. Well, maybe the reason why you confused is because after you got that ass whooped, now there's a cognitive dissonance happening. You've been taught that you can do all this stuff to certain groups of people. And you've been taught that these certain groups of people are supposed to react or you expect them to react in a certain type of way. But once they break the script, once they go off script, then the patriarchal script that a lot of these individuals be following, girl, and they deal with the reality of what is, not what they've been taught it could be, but what it actually is. Now there's a cognitive dissonance. And it's funny. This is the same black woman that will sit up here and say that black women need to be protected, black women need to be saved, black women need to have all these other things about black women being protected, but meanwhile, she put herself in harm's danger. And when she does shit like that, she proved niggas like BMI, BLT right. She proved all those bald-headed, fupa having, swollen gout leg having, slew-footed having ass individuals right. And then when those individuals end up giving her a right hook, when they end up planting their motherfucking feet in the ground and they use their hips to hit someone, by allowing the inertia to travel up their damn foot to their leg, to their calf, girl, up their damn leg and to their hip, and they bring that out like this into it. Let me fix my grip, girl. Let me fix my grip. When they fit into it, girl, and hit like this, then all of a sudden it's, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. No, Miss Mama, you're gonna learn today that you just can't fuck with people. Especially people you don't know. Because this can and will, in some cases, be the consequences of that. Because she's expecting queer people to be silent and docile and just, oh my God, No, Miss Mama, you sister soldier girl, let's go to war. Because again, I need for queer people to give that smoke to humans, which means fuck a man, fuck a male, fuck a woman, fuck a female. If your ass breathe the same air as me, if you bleed the same crimson fluid that I do, it's blue until it hits oxygen, then it becomes red. If you put your pants on one leg at a time like I do, if you pay taxes in this hole like I do, if you wipe your ass and wash your ass like I do, some people don't, but if you do, then you can get the smoke. This could have went wrong for her on so many different levels. She could have been the one walking out the store looking like Martin from the Tommy Hearns episode when Tommy Hearns dog walked his ass around the boxing ring. And now he coming in looking like he been stung by Africanized killer bees. See, what he did was protect black women because he could have whooped her ass. He could have fucked her up. He could have did some red pill shit, some black pill, could have done some black pill shit because the extreme ends of the red pill community is the black community. But go ahead, Jay.
And see, these are the type of scenarios black gay men try to bring up to women. But a lot of times we are shut down because we are men. So we should always be the ones to walk away and not defend ourselves as we're being physically and verbally attacked without reason, while the women scapegoat any accountability. This woman continued to charge after this man, repeatedly called him slurs, pushed her friend out the way who was trying to get her to move on. She hit him several times with the cart, threatened him, told him that he wasn't a man and that he's a female dog, chest bumped him several times. And when he tried to block her from hitting him, she yelled, "Don't touch me," like he did something wrong.
Girl over here with this motherfucking jacket and pants on, looking like one of the default outfits in damn Saints Row video games. Girl, I would have, baby, little Miss Brenda got a baby looking ass. Miss Aquanisha, Coconisha looking ass girl. Miss Sri Lanka looking ass girl. Would have been on the floor in her white woman privilege. Oh my God, I've been attacked. Oh my God. Oh my God, he hit me. He hit me. He hit me. And had it been me, I would have been like, well, I'm sorry. She came with that he energy. She came with that he energy. If we gonna, let me take a page out the red pill niggas books, girl, because again, a broken clock is right twice a day. And in one particular platform's case, once a day. Baby shit. Oh my God. This is why I don't like stuff like this. Leave people alone. If a nigga got a fat, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone, baby. Let them look. They gonna look. I'm sure if she had a fat old, big old donkey. Let me ride that donkey, donkey. Let me ride that donkey, donkey, please. If she had one of those dragging that wagon across, she would get the attention. But again, there are some black women who are insecure because they feel like not only do I have to compete with my sisters, my fellow black sisters, I gotta compete with exotic bitches. I gotta compete with hoes out the country, girl. And now you telling me that I gotta compete with the opposite sex and even trans people? That's how patriarchy has it set up, boo-boo. If these same women took the time to completely dismantle the patriarchal system, then they could finally manifest the man that is going to love them, because even the man that she wants is not even a natural man. It is a man that has been created through the narrative of patriarchy that will keep their relationship fucked up, because patriarchy does not want men to access the one thing that they're missing. That if they were to fully access this and to grow in this and to have control and awareness of this, the system would completely fall, which is them being emotional. Because men have been taught to not be emotional unless some pussy is involved. And that's where the downfall is. If this system allowed men to be able to emotionally express themselves and have a safe space to do that, because again, growing up, they've been taught, boys don't cry. They don't cry. Boy, man up. And in some instances, you have to push through your emotions, but you have to acknowledge them first, because that is information. That is important, because when you know better, then you can go forth and do better. But if you are ignoring your emotions, which is literally emotion, is energy and motion. They just put energy in an acronym. Emotion is energy and motion. If you don't understand that information that could save you, because now you don't know or you're afraid to receive it, will let you end up or manifest situations where you will fuck yourself up. Because Miss Mama's, that situation could have went completely left for her. She did what she did because she was emboldened. Now, I wonder what would have happened if she would have did that shit to a T.S. Madison. Because T.S. Madison got ass too, baby. I wonder what would have happened if it was another slick thin bottom girl who wearing sweatpants, girl, and they blessed in the front and the back. I care about the back. If they're blessed in the front, I have to rebuke them in the name of Jesus, because I tend to always attract men who are well endowed. I don't know what that is. I rebuke it. Like, how much information do y'all need? And for the black women who are secure within themselves, for the black women who know who they are, for the black women that have certain levels of awareness, then it's going to be your responsibility going forward. You can't just say that you're an ally anymore. You can't. You can't say that anymore if you don't put in the work. Her friend should have got her together and say, bitch, come on, girl. She should have found the, okay, well, now me and you gonna fight, girl. Let's go. Because you're making me look stupid in the store. You messing around with this gay man, girl. Why? What's the purpose? What's the reason? But again, as we listened the second time, because the first time, I let it run through, so y'all can hear everything in its entirety. Then I came back to kind of give my commentary, and we pointed out certain things. Oh, you not no man. You a bitch. You a bitch. Because you got a fat ass. A ridiculously fat ass. Oh, you a fag, you a punk, you all this stuff. Being said over and over and over again. Baby, she would have been in, she and that grocery cart would have been one. We are one. We are, whereas frankly, where is Maze featuring Frankie Beverly at? Because that would have been playing on the intercoms, girl, as I would have dog walked her ass up every single aisle in the store. We are starting at the produce aisle, and we gonna end at the frozen section aisle, girl. We gonna go through the damn condiments. We're gonna go through the family dishes. We're gonna go through the international aisle. We're gonna go through the aisle with all of the damn smells goods, as far as the laundry detergent and the Febreze, girl, the paper plates, the paper towel. We're gonna go through that. We're gonna go through the juice aisle. We're gonna walk past Capri Sun. You know, black people love purple shit. We're gonna find some purple shit to get her ass, to recharge her ass, give her a chance. Then we're gonna finish it, and then we're gonna end at the ice cream aisle, girl. You getting your ass whooped in front of the goddamn Breyers ice cream, girl. Getting your ass whooped in front of French vanilla. In front of chocolate chip cookie dough. In front of birthday cake. Girl, baby, and her friend got the nerve to have weed symbols on her damn shit. Girl, so let me tell you something about weed, and we gonna go forward. When you smoke or you partake of the herb, baby, one thing that will have somebody who partake of the herb ready to possibly unalive your ass, girl, is when you blow their high. If I was in the stove, already lifted, girl, like John Legend, come on and go with me. There's something new for you to see. And I'm going, and I'm already in my mind talking about, girl, when I get home, girl, I'm finna heat this up. I'm finna eat this, bitch. After I get done eating this, I'm finna have this on this. And then later on tonight, after I go ahead and, again, girl, think about stuff again, girl. I'm about to have this over here, girl. I got chips over here, girl. All this other type of stuff. And imagine you going to the grocery store already visualized in the future, girl. The days of future past, girl. You already living in the future because of all of the goodies and delectables that you see that you finna get. And then this bitch, I'm sorry, she acting like a bitch. I gotta call her as such. Energetically, she's a bitch. Then this bitch comes through with this goddamn Burlington coat factory ass jacket and stretchy bottoms to match, girl. Mess up your stuff. See, where is the women that's gonna slap other women? Bitch, get your shit together, girl. We in the grocery store. Are you okay? Where's the grandmas at? Where's the big mamas that will check a bitch in wherever you show out at is where you get done at. Wherever you show out at is where you get handled at. Where are they at? Baby, God, source, universe, consciousness, please, please, please. If you love me, do not have me in these situations, because I'm just not gonna give a fuck, girl. I'm not delusional. I'm not crazy. I'm not finna play these semantic games with heterosexual people as far as them quote unquote not knowing. We are in the information age. At this point, if you don't know, you're making a conscious choice not to know. But you will learn. This could have been a FAFO situation. And Lord, universe, God, consciousness, please don't put me in these situations, because I'm 5'2", So that means I don't give a fuck, girl. I'm grabbing everything. A U.S. Navy SEAL told me, girl. Hoorah, girl. A Marine told me, girl, that any and everything can be used as a weapon. This laptop, this other social media phone that I have, girl, this damn mouse, girl, ergonomic mouse, whatever it's called, this blue Snow microphone here, this damn T3i Canon Rebel camera box that I have right here, this glass that had the stuff in it, this other cup with water in it, this lamp, this light, everything around, baby, it would have been Kellogg's brands being thrown at her, baby. All type of brand cereal, all type of Cocoa Puffs, all types of Captain Crunch and Captain Crunch Berry, all types of breakfast cereals would have been hurled at her at monumental speeds, continuously and consecutively. Leave people alone. And especially with us going in these next 3 years, the shit we finna deal with, I think you might want to leave people alone, because people gonna be at their breaking point, ain't gonna need any and everything, girl, to get them over that. And this could have ended differently for her. No shade, but let me shut the hell up because we got more to go.
Since I'm speaking to my community, Black women, if you call yourself an ally, you should be condemning this behavior. Not once did he raise his voice. He remained calm and unbothered, which I think agitated her inner homophobic demon even more. Once this video started going viral, majority of people, men and...
Well, at this damn point, exercise the demon. Even when you sit up there and try to be calm, cool, and collected, it's still a problem and it's still an issue. So since the hoes want to bring forth the demon energy, then I need for you to be a demon slayer in this mug. I need for you to be the blue exorcist in this mug. I need for you to be the goddamn lead character of Animusha in this mug, girl. I need for you to be a Catholic priest in this hoe. Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, get the demon together. Because even when he was trying to dilute the situation by not giving her what it is, not that she just wanted, but also low-key what she needed, because he didn't give her that, that's how we know it's queerphobic. That's how we know it's queerphobia. Because again, she's been taught that there's supposed to be a sort of response that is supposed to happen, which is why she continued and continued and continued. But then when he decided to defend himself after countless times of telling her to leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone, as far as moving her hand or pushing her back, now it's don't touch me. Oh, Lord, baby.
Women, regardless of sexual orientation, were on his side, except a select few. Is the selfie picture what he was wearing that day? That is inappropriate to wear in a grocery store around children and families. Like, we love gay guys, but sometimes they take it too far. I understand both sides. She was out of pocket, but if that was his actual attire, he was too gay.
Girl, first of all, whoever said that, girl, fuck you. That was the dumbest ass response ever. Because he's going to show the actual photo of what he wore. Because this picture here, I gotta believe, on the left here, is maybe some shit he wore at the gym. Because people wear all type of tight compression ass shorts and pants at the gym. But even if he did go out to the gym, to the store, let's say he was on his way from the gym to the store to pick up some more stuff that he needs to meal prep. The fact that children around, who fucking cares? Y'all children is seeing worse on TikTok, on these social media apps. These are the same kids, girl, that download VPNs to be able to watch all type of explicit adult behavior. These are the same kids, girl, who, if you go on TikTok right now, one of the top trending sounds is a trap-ass rap song that is very explicit in nature, and your 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old child is dancing to this and doing the latest dance. Let me see you do it, right? They're the ones doing that. Now, what could have been done is they could have said shit. Damn, his ass is big. They could have kept it moving. You can still say what you want to say about stuff, girl, but if you're going to do it, girl, at least be quiet. At least be covert about it. At least walk around the other aisle, girl. You see how fat that faggot ass was, girl? Damn. Digging a booty ass nigga. That's fine. You can say all that. That's cool. Say all that. But don't say that shit in nobody's face. Because once you start saying that shit in the people's face, then you also have to deal with the accountability of what could happen to you for doing that. If the gays have to deal with it, y'all do too. I don't understand where y'all believe that y'all are the exception to the rule of accountability, but baby, we all are under this rule. As long as, again, if you're a human being, you don't have to deal with that shit. So if you was wearing that, who fucking cares? You can also tell your children, let's go. You can also go on the other aisle until that person is done, girl. There are other things that she could have done, but to sit up there and I don't believe his attire would have elicited a response as intense as that. That was an intense response to what he was wearing. But it wasn't even the gym stuff. Girl, if you are an ally or accomplice to the queer community and you are a cisgendered female, which means that you have a womb, which means that you're able to produce life, something that trans women are not going to be able to do, which at the end of the day, trans women already told y'all that they don't need to be a female in order to be a woman, because that's a social fucking construct. That is the life that they choose to live, and it makes sense to them, and they're not objectively harming people. Here it is, this man who is a cisgendered male who identifies as a man walking around with this aesthetic that is labeled or classified to be a female aesthetic or a woman aesthetic. Now here comes this natural born woman having an issue about how this natural born man has built his damn lower body, because again, patriarchy tells women and gay men that y'all are not shit unless you have the validation of a heterosexual man. Unless patriarchy picks and chooses you, you ain't shit. And she follows that script, even though it's dressed up in hotep, even though it's dressed up in Kenta oil, even though it's dressed up in frankincense and myrrh, even though it's dressed up as hello king, hello queen, grand rising, even though it's dressed up in a Timu daishiki.
Girls, shut the F up. Straight men walk around with their pants off their ass all day, every day. That is not a gay issue. Someone else replied to her stating, and women walk around with everything showing. Another person commented, I swear, I think black women are more homophobic than black men most time. To which he quickly got checked. There are a lot of homophobic black women, but y'all still take the crown.
No shade. Black women can be homophobic, but they're only homophobic because of the connection to patriarchy, because they also have been conditioned at a young age that your purpose in life is to be a wife and to be a mother. Why do you think for a lot of girls, as far as the toys that they play with as children, they are cooking sets? Barbie, dealing with women's aesthetic and fashion, because it is literally setting up or conditioning little girls to go down a certain perspective. Do y'all not realize that when we are born, we already have a certain type of narrative or lane placed on us? Before we even get to self-actualize and figure out what's actually for us, we already have this condition, this narrative placed on us, and we have been conditioned as such. So what she did literally plays into the patriarchal rule and awareness and authority that also limits her experience. And just like how there are black men who have to pick on the feminine black gay man to assert or to let other men know around them what side they're on or to reestablish their manhood, women have to do the same thing, because both black men and black women have been conditioned to participate in the script of how they should show up. And the gag is, the script that a lot of these motherfuckers are following is not even an African script. It is a European, white, nationalist, systemic script. Girl.
So by this time, everyone wanted to know what he had on. So he replied with these images of what he described as a black hoodie and gray pajamas.
That's what he had on. Let me look so you can see it. That's what he had on. A black hoodie. Now, no shade. Just like, and as Jay Inclusive gonna say, gray sweatpants that a lot of women have been conditioned to look at because they try to see the front. Like T.S. Madison says, I'm a bird watcher. Okay? Cause I found out that the early bird gets the business, but the night bird gets the love, girl. But see, I'm pretty sure if he would have been packing in the front, her response would have been different, because then she would have been able to play into the patriarchal script of, oh, I found me a big, tall, big dick nigga, so yes, this is the one that I need. But since that ass was sitting on display like the latest motherfucking television, just because that ass was sitting on display like the light came on at damn Krispy Kreme donut, girl, and you gotta move over now because it's fresh and it's hot. Just because his shit is sitting up and lifted and perched like some women's titties, girl, now all of a sudden there is a problem and an issue. Okay, and I know that there's people in the chat. I'm a little delayed in the chat, so y'all gonna have to forgive me. I will get to y'all comments. But him wearing that, see in the front, see, ain't no long schlong in the front. See the front part? I'm glad we got the back and the front as far as the perspective, girl. Especially at the top. I love the back one, thank you, Jesus. But the front part, he ain't got no long schlong, girl. He ain't walking around with a baby arm. He ain't walking around with an elephant trunk in the front. Which again, society says that, oh, that's what a real man is, girl. But because the ass is packing in the areas where women, societally speaking, are supposed to have it at, because again, that adds to their aesthetic or their social currency in this patriarchal system, because he got more social currencies than she does, and she's a cisgender female and he's a cisgender man. That's where her ignorance and fear came from. And if you are a biological black woman in this live today, I'm gonna need for you to grow in your security, because if a man like this makes you feel insecure, then that is a personal issue. And yes, I feel like individuals should heal their own personal issues, because when individuals heal on a personal level, then at a smaller level, the community begins to change. Imagine how our perspectives would be if we actually were able to change it. We got the Black Anarchist podcast in the building. Shout out to them. Make sure y'all check out their newest book that they just released about the system and how we are all debt slaves, girl. I definitely will be reading that book, girl, because I'm going to find a way to make money off of BubzDaGawd. I'm not about to make other hoes money who will replace me after a while, girl. When there's a will, there is a way, and I have a lot of that. But again, when y'all check out my video essay on the DL Whisperer that will be dropping July 1st, I will be using a segment from the Black Anarchist book entitled Blame It on the Dress. Girl, what's the full title? I'm gonna say Blame on the Dress, girl, because the title is missing me right now, girl. I was sipping on this brown, so I gotta break it down. But I use chapter 6 in the book about how this system has pitted gay men and women, whether it's trans or cis, bio, against each other. How deep this shit is, because the man, the masculine energy, the patriarchy has been conditioned to be seen as the prize. And we see what happens in this clip when that same gender-loving man did not fall into the patriarchal script, and hear this black woman coming through to push him or try to demonize him or criticize him for not following the script, even though she is a hotep, an African-ass woman who is fighting against the patriarchal white system. Meanwhile, she's enforcing the exact same thing. You gotta make that make sense.
Shortly thereafter, he posted the video again with the update. Her ass got slung across the grocery store for putting hands.
And where that video at? Why didn't we see that video? No shade. Record the entire situation, the entire confection. Record it. so that these individuals can learn, baby, unless you are provoked objectively, not subjectively, but objectively provoked, shut the hell up and move on, girl. Yes, nigga got a fat ass, girl. If your ass is flat as a pancake, if your ass is flat as an iron board, if your ass is flat as this damn wall over here, that's something that you need to work on, Miss Mamas. And if anything, I would hope that you would manifest somebody in your life who will love you for more than just your physical attributes. Because if the physical attributes is what's important, as we can see on the screen, there will always be somebody whose ass is fatter and whose body is more T than yours. Don't you want them to love you for who you are or just for your physical attributes? Because even for this individual who is a cisgender, same gender loving man who happens to have a big ass, I'm pretty sure he is completely lusted over in the queer community. See, there are so many conversations that we can have as a collective to help us heal, but we gotta work through the bullshit first. And the fact that there's so much bullshit is what's fucking irritating to me.
Which prompted this reply. Big tough guy, throwing around a woman. How very impressive. Then maybe her goofy ass should have left him alone instead of 1, following him around, 2, literally harassing him and threatening him, and 3, putting her hands on him first. I wish hoes would stop thinking having a cat grants them immunity from retaliation when they attack men. Someone then asked him if he had pressed charges, and he did, but he never provided receipts of her being slung across the floor. So that part may have been exaggerated. Now, there were others who believed it was all fake, which Dion quickly let them know that it was not. Of course, people had all types of explanations as to why she would have attacked him unprovoked, simply for him wearing something that straight men wear and are lusted after by women. So it wasn't the outfit, it was the fact that he was gay, and more importantly, he was what she deemed to be a feminine gay man. When I went to her social media, her page is filled with religious quotes, a lot of posts about men being masculine, and the belief that the elites, as she calls them, are trying to destroy all men, turning them gay and leading them astray in other ways. And well, watch this clip of her speaking, and you'll see some of what I had to endure.
And again, shout out to J Inclusive who does it for the culture and not the views, because the same shit that you're seeing this woman do, I have done this with cisgendered queerphobic men. I had to endure myself, even those in the comments who have been rocking with me for a very long time. Y'all already know what type of tea I get into. Y'all already know I've had people in my comments who support me telling me, Bubs, I don't know how you do it. Bubs, I couldn't do it. Bubs, I would have been triggered. But see how individuals like me and J Inclusive and CTV and others sit through the shit? That's why these people are mad, because they expect us to be turned off by their queerphobia. No, baby, the one thing you're doing is giving me information. Keep being queerphobic. All I'm gonna do is compile it. All I'm gonna do is record it. All I'm gonna do is put it together, and then once I'm done with putting this shit together and putting it out in the public, then you feel some type of way about the things that are coming out of your mouth. Then you feel some type of way about the things that you're dealing with. That makes no sense to me. That's the problem and the issue. I'm tired of this. This is things that we have to deal with. And they expect us to be quiet. They expect us to be calm. They expect us to just let them do it, especially in the black community. Just because the black community has not been able to get back at the quote-unquote white man, you have now turned that around and tried to get at those that you consider to be lower than you. This is how the cycle continues, because y'all not doing any work. But then get mad at people like me who sit up here and take what y'all say verbatim out of y'all mouths and put it together, and now you mad at me. No, baby, y'all gotta do the work. BubzDaGawd is doing the work. Do I have a lot of work that I still need to do? Of course. I'm human. I'm gonna always be growing and evolving and learning and becoming better. I'm a student. That's what I am. But since we on planet Earth together, and planet Earth is the planet of lessons, time to step your pussy up as far, your dick up. Time to step your shit up as far as your education. This is the same black person that will sit up here and try to educate black people and even educate white people about the black experience, but feels like they're exempt from queer people educating her ass about the queer experience and the things that queer people have to deal with. And especially with black people, and what pisses me off is that if there's any group of people that should know what discrimination feel like, it should be us. Which means that we should be able to have a greater awareness. But when you're broken, and you're not healed, and you're not whole, and you're not aligned, and you don't understand humanity, this is what the fuck happens.
But what's good? What's good? How you doing? Hope you staying blessed. Hope you being positive. Hope you're grateful. I just want to come on here. I want to go on live because I'm going to post this video. So whoever's viewing, I don't care. Whoever's not viewing, I don't care. But whoever's here, awesome. The word is going to get posted anyways. All right. Yeah, I'm good.
Hello, we got Kinder in the building. Again, I'm late to the comments. What do you mean all women are gay men if you provide the right atmosphere? I need for you to, and I'm gonna drop the link later on. I ain't trying to make this live too long because I still got to work on my video essay. Is this a gay man thing? When usually talking about gay, I revert to all women are gay. I still need you to break that down if you can. And again, shout out to the black anarchists in the building. Kinder says, you can't help women from being prettier, nicer to lay on their pillow princesses. And even if that is the case, niggas still gon' still fuck on who they want to fuck on them. Have y'all not realized that patriarchy teaches men to be conquerors? That's why a lot of women, cisgendered women, biological females, also are struggling to manifest they motherfucking prince and they motherfucking king that learns to love them, because patriarchy has told them that the only way that a woman's value is determined is by how she compliments him. Not anything that has anything to do with y'all and what y'all bring, but what it brings to them. Let's continue.
Good. How you doing? I just want to talk about, you know, what's going on in this world a little bit, because I see a lot of people not taking this serious, and it's really serious.
Girl, this is why my live's gonna be long, because I gotta break this shit down. Kinder says, another side of the coin is gay men are too worked up about sex. Life ain't about sex. It's about cutting down trees and building houses. And the crazy part is that those same heterosexual men who cut down trees and build houses go want some pussy in the house. They gonna want you to throw it back in the house. They gonna want you to make a clap on the house, in the house. They gonna want you to motherfucking do it in a split in the house. Because again, patriarchy has taught men that sex is what makes them a man. And here's the funny part. Maybe the fact that with gay men and people saying gay men being too sexualized, which in a sense I can understand, well, maybe that's because we learned that from patriarchy. You already have gay men who have been conditioned to also be attracted to men. But in this system, it's distorted, because how can a gay man be with another gay man if there's a certain way that masculinity is being taught? Again, for the women that are asking these questions, if you want the answers, I ain't talking to the women who just gonna speak ignorantly out their fucking head and out their ass without any sort of context and nuance. But if you want context and nuance, you can read the book entitled Blame It on the Dress. That entire book breaks down all this stuff in ways that you can comprehend. But my people perish by the lack of knowledge, and we know there's a lot of people who are ignorant as hell. And yes, for the women that are in the chat who are biological women who are speaking on this, thank you for joining the chat. You can hit the like button on the way in. You ain't got to agree, but you can hit the like button and share your thoughts. Because since this is the time that we going to be on, I'm just going to be on this time. You can be a queer man in my world and still be a man. Well, it's a good thing that your world is not the only world, because queer men have the right to be whoever the hell they want to be. You can worry about your man being you can worry about your man being a man. You can worry about your partner being a man. You can worry about your husband being a man. But unlike Miss Mamas here who did not know that gay man, she should have kept her mouth shut, because at the end of the day, you are saying things like, oh, you can still be a queer man in my world and still be a man. But as soon as that queer man would have whooped her ass like a man, then all of a sudden it's a problem, it's an issue. I need for y'all to look at this with more objectivity, not just subjectivity. Your subjective perspective is important, but it's not the entire thing. Because once gay men start acting like men, especially towards women, then, oh my God, you a man. Well, you just told me to be a man. So now I'm being a man, and now it's a problem. Interesting.
Serious out here. Like, it's really serious. Like, we got the government, we got people, the white people, the elites, they trying to control our mind. And we need to get healthy. So maybe I need to go live so people can understand what I'm promoting, because I'm not promoting these products for my own health. Like, I was going through mental issues. You know what I'm saying? I was in doubt. I was in, doubtful. I was in fear. But it's time to take our power back. And it's time to detox. And it's time to get our health in order and our mental in order. Because
this is why I say, black women, I'm sorry, females in general, y'all gotta work through your own stuff. That's how patriarchy got y'all fucked up. The responses in the comments, literally, and no shade, please don't block nobody. This is what I want. I want the people who disagree with me to come into the chat, to come into the live. I don't block nobody. I don't give a fuck. Now if they saying things that are like objectively offensive, then yes, time their ass out. But we gotta break this stuff down, because the same women in this comment section that is saying this shit, that is being literally queerphobic and being on Miss Mama's side, are the same women, girl, who are not gonna be chosen. Because the system has taught them, conditioned them, that they have to go after men who don't follow the script. And I've said this plenty of times. When I used to go to this gay bar back in Detroit when I was living there, called the Woodward, I would go on the weekends, which would be very packed, especially on a Saturday. The time that I would go to the club, I would go with my friend at the time, and he will always bring biological females with him. And the biological females would get drunk as hell and literally bust out into tears because, oh my God, all these men is gay, all of them, oh my. Even the ones that you think is masked, it be masking niggas up in the club that you wouldn't expect. Assumed to be gay, but they there. And I'm sorry to say, Miss Mamas, yes, 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 yes. Black men, just like black women, should have the right to experiment and find out what is actually for them. And then on top of that, there's more women in the world than there are men. So maybe y'all need to start eating some carpet in this bitch, especially if y'all want love.
There's something bigger going on out here in this world, and they trying to promote these vaccines and stuff, and put these scare tactics on the news and on the internet, and it's a control mechanism. And I see a lot of people are falling in the trap. I see a lot of people not taking it serious. I see a lot of people still out here doing whatever they want to do, drinking, smoking, entertaining negative energies, allowing the dark forces to come in their atmosphere and in their aura and their energy. We got to chill. We got to chill. We got to chill. Especially our black men, because the black man is the head, okay? The black man is the head. Y'all the ones that's going to control. Right. This internet. But anyways, the black man is the head, not the woman. You know what I'm saying? We got too many women out here that's too independent, too masculine, and they thinking like they don't need no man. And that's not true.
Those same women are the same women that this woman is talking about are the same ones that is keeping the black community afloat. This woman that's talking about those women who are independent are the ones who ended up trying to find a way to survive. And no shade, I'm pretty sure a lot of these women would submit to a man if the man knew what the fuck he was doing, because y'all too busy worried about an expression or a performance as opposed to that man loving you for who you are and what you have. These are the same individuals who talk about, well, my man can't be emotional with me. My man can't tell me what's going on. My man can't open up to me. Yeah, because the patriarchy told him not to. He can open up to his homeboys, and then y'all wonder why his homeboy is helping him with his stress that you caused. Because these men don't have the ability to be emotionally aware and present. And what she did was reinforce patriarchy's hold that is going to affect her. But see, this is what happens when you actually educate yourself.
That's not true. It's not true. But at the same time, we got a lot of men out here that's entertaining these dark forces, and they're not respecting themselves. They're not respecting their time. They're not respecting their bodies. They're not respecting themselves at all. And it's time to get yourself together. If you don't get yourself together, they're gonna try to wipe out all the men, which is the goal. And then so the woman, so it could be a single household. You know, the woman can't protect everything. The woman can't do everything. You know, women they already exhausted. So, like I said, people probably don't want to hear it, but I don't care. I'm gonna say what I gotta say, because this is the only reason why I even came back to Facebook. I dismissed myself. I get rid of Facebook for a little while to get my health in order, so I could be able to deal with all types of energy, so I could be able to say what I need to say to wake this world up, because it's time to wake up.
Okay, Miss Kinder Barefoot says, how come y'all gay men don't protect women with your life? Excuse me, if you do your research outside of your own experience, gay men show up for women all the time. What are you talking about? There was this famous ass meme that was going around that a lot of queerphobic women had issues with. But like they said, behind every successful black gay woman is her gay male best friend that be there when y'all cisgendered heterosexual partner is acting a fool. When y'all get y'all heartbroken, who is there to have you cry on their shoulder? Who is the one that's reaffirming you that you a badass biatch in the midst of heartbreak? We've seen this. Gay men, queer people have always been on the front lines for the black community. So if they're on the front lines for the black community, they're going to be on the front lines for those in the community, which also means black women. I don't where are y'all getting y'all logic from? Are y'all getting y'all shit from Truth Social or something? Where is this awareness at? And we can take that same question and flip it in the context of this clip. When that black woman was pursuing that queer black man unprovoked, why didn't her friend, why didn't her cousin stand in the gap to quote unquote protect the gay man's life? Maybe you need to go and watch that clip in its entirety to see what we're talking about.
Too many people sleep. There's too many people sleep. Like, oh my God, it's just not making no sense to me. It's not. You have a legacy to build. We have a legacy to build. Like, seriously. Like, we need more mentors or something out here for the men, but like, y'all friends is like, I don't know if y'all friends are good friends or not, but they should be telling you a little bit, y'all should be telling each other a little bit, y'all should be rooting each other on to get better. Not just to go out here and do the same old because y'all hurt. Because y'all damaged. I understand y'all damaged and hurt. Everybody got trauma issues. That's the problem with black people. We got trauma issues from childhood.
I need for y'all to start giving me context when y'all be saying these things. It's a moot point. Men and women survive, not two gay blacks. At the end of the day, whether they're men or women, whether they're gay or straight, what is most important is that they're human beings, and humans know how to adapt and survive. So whether it's a man and a woman, whether it's two men, whether it's two women, if both of those parties are aware and understand what the hell is going on and actually loves themselves to move past it and move through it, I don't understand what that means. Like, I need for y'all to give I like context and nuance. You can't just say something. I need for you to explain it. And don't worry, I'll be dropping the link in a few. So for some of the individuals who feel some type of way about what I'm saying, you'll have the opportunity to speak your piece. So I hope y'all stay for the context and for the content.
We gotta heal that first, but we can't heal it if we're not around people that's gonna, fulfill our souls. We're not gonna be able to do that. So we gotta get it together, man. We gotta get it together because I care about my people.
Listen, I am a human before I am a man. I can bleed and die just like a woman. So what you are not going to do is put your hands on me unprovoked. And you would never have a reason to put your hands on me in the first place, because I would never put you in harm's way by placing my hands on you. It's called mutual respect. Some people may say, well, he could have left the grocery store.
You right, Queen. Thank you. Not mute. It's moot, not mute. At this point, they both M's. Moot, mute, apples, tomatoes. At this damn.
Why should he?
But thank you for
He wasn't bothering her. She could have came in that store to get what she needed and left. Why should he have to inconvenience himself because someone wants to be homophobic? She would have got rammed with that shopping cart. When you step to me, continue to follow me and put your hands on me.
No, if this individual is being racist, or like I said, being objective, I'm gonna let y'all at y'all own discretion. But if they sharing their own perspective, let them talk. Now, if they starting to get disrespectful as a mug, then that's something. No shade. And on top of that, I have no problem with addressing individuals like this. This is one of the points on my platform. I want people who think differently than me to come up on this bitch, because I already be speaking my point and my perspective. And again, since if these people are walking in truth, and I claim to be an individual that's looking for truth too, I need to be able to have the conversation with them. But that's okay, because like I said, I'm gonna drop the link towards the end. Don't worry about it.
At that point, you were stepping to me like a man. And if your man, father, brother, or cousin is in the car waiting for you, he can get it too. Because it is getting crazy out here in these MAGA streets.
Police are asking for help identifying the people in these photos in connection with.
So for the people that's talking all that stuff about the queer community and why can't men be men, and why, as Nikki said, boy, it's okay to be a boy. This is what happens. This is what happens when you don't follow the quote-unquote patriarchal script. This is what happens. Let's take a look.
The assault of a gay couple.
Police say that gay couple was walking down the street when they were attacked. They say they found one of the victims bleeding from the back of the head in a parking lot.
It's disturbing. It really is.
Joanne Harrington says last Saturday she heard police responding to a crime near her River Street home.
I did hear police sirens with the windows open and everything.
She's shocked to hear they were investigating a fight that sent one person to the hospital. The altercation now being investigated as a potential hate crime.
I don't care what your preference is or your nationality. Leave us alone. Leave me alone. Leave you alone. You know what I mean? We're all entitled. We have our own opinions, but keep it to yourself.
Police say a gay couple told investigators they were walking towards a convenience store when a nearby group of men began yelling homophobic slurs at them. That's when an argument began, which led to a physical fight.
Some people down the block here attacked them, and supposedly with a baseball bat.
I've been down here for 13 years, and nothing that I know of never happened of that nature.
This happened near 550 River Street in Mattapan. Neighbors say no one should be targeted in this way.
Sad. Everybody should be able to live their life the way they want to.
I just feel so sorry. I have friends that are gay, and I'm just devastated. I just feel so sorry, and I'm hoping they're going to recover.
A disturbing and hateful incident in Bucks County is caught on camera. A man seen tearing down a pride flag at a Doylestown candy shop.
Turns out it is not the first time a pride flag at this very same business has been vandalized. Action News' Walter Perez is live at that store with more of this surveillance video. And Walter, more on the man police say is responsible.
That's right, Sarah and Brian. Action News just learning that police have identified the suspect in this case. And so now the folks here at Evolution Candy are hoping that people will see the story and be encouraged to be kinder and more open-minded. This surveillance video shows a man casually walking up to the Evolution Candy shop in Doylestown this past Saturday afternoon. Then, just as casually, he tears down the pride flag hanging outside the building. Candy shop owner James Lamb says it happened after he walked away from the store for just a few minutes.
Don't know if he waited for me to leave. I don't think so. If you've seen the video, I can't tell if he has a limp or was drunk.
And Lamb says the whole thing unfolded right in front of two 10-year-olds who told the suspect they were going to call the police. His response?
Call the cops. It's 1-800-WHO-CARES. No gay people.
You can hear him on the audio saying, no gay people. Yes, gay people. Yes, people. Like, just leave people alone. Let them be who they are.
This is actually the 4th time the pride flag outside Evolution Candy has been torn down over the past few years. This is video from the story Action News ran when someone committed the same crime back in 2023. We spoke with people who live and work in Doylestown who say,
"It's upsetting, not a surprise. Everybody needs to allow everybody else to live their life. If someone is not harming you physically, my God, let them go."
So once again, Central Bucks Regional Police have identified the suspect as 60-year-old James Mellon of Lansdale, and he has since been cited and charged with disorderly conduct and criminal mischief. In the meantime, the folks here at Evolution Candy say they already bought a brand new flag and it'll be put into place first thing tomorrow morning.
A video that is...
Now, imagine that being the case. Imagine you run your own establishment and you are willing to be inclusive enough. Shout out to Jay Inclusive. Inclusive enough to be able to say, hey, I don't care who you are as a human being. I don't judge people or whatever, unless if you're not objectively harming yourself or other people, who fucking cares? Let people live and let live. Meanwhile, these people come through and removed a flag, and then these be the same people who talk about, oh, well, God said proud and bold, but yet y'all doing this at night when shit is closed. Do that shit when it's operation hours. Do that shit in broad daylight. These are the same people who do all this shit. They're the real cowards. Those are the closeted individuals. You gotta wait until nighttime when ain't nobody around to be able to vandalize something that you don't agree with. That seems very cowardice to me. And even some of the people who's doing the shit in broad daylight, like ICE, like all these other individuals, guess what? Those individuals all wear masks. These ain't people walking in their truth. They could never ever do what queer people do, which is walk in their truth. It costs too much. This society is going to demonize you for standing out. This society is going to demonize you for walking in your uniqueness. They got the most power. They got the most influence. They have the most reach. It's going to always and forever be a heterosexual world, girl. But when queer people rise and ascend in that world, then all of a sudden the majority gets triggered. Well, if the majority gets triggered, that must show how weak y'all are. That must show how low vibrational and ignorant y'all are. If queer people walking in their truth frightens you. But see, again, y'all subscribe to the patriarchy, so y'all don't even have your own identity. Y'all following the identity of other people who came before you, as opposed to walking in your own uniqueness, in your own truth. We all have our own individual unique fingerprint. There is nobody in the world that has the same fingerprint as BubzDaGawd, the same fingerprint as Deshaun, as Queen Stevie, and as for those who disagree with me or feel some type of way about my commentary, which means you have the right to be able to be yourself. But it's a bunch of scared motherfuckers, girl, who become afraid when somebody step outside the line because of what's gonna happen to them. And I'm sorry, I don't live my life for other people. I spent the majority of my life doing that. I'm not doing that going forward. I'm going to share and give what I can from my overflow, but what's in my cup is going to be for me, and I'm not going to apologize it. Fill your own damn cup up, and then maybe you wouldn't be so ignorant. Maybe you wouldn't be so fear-based. Maybe you'll be able to manifest the life that you desire.
Been viewed over 2 million times.
Now take a look at this one, because this one is an old one, but at the same time, this ain't just women. This is going back to men. Because I'ma always have smoke for the niggas. And even though I have smoke for women in the spectrum of women, I still have some sort of level of grace. Maybe that's a patriarchal thing too, that I've been taught. But at the end of the day, what I'm reminding myself of is that if you're a human being, you are not beyond reproach. You can't sit up here and use your quote-unquote social credit or equity, but then when it's challenged, now all of a sudden, oh, well, I'm a woman. Yes, you are a woman. But I'm about to treat you like a womb man today. Because whether it's man or woman, man is still on the end of it. Whether it's man or woe man. Is it going to be woe unto you, man? What are we going to do?
Is currently circulating online of a man harassing another customer inside a store, mocking and recording him for allegedly being in a relationship with a transgender woman. The video is accompanied with the caption, "Bro almost got smoked, and I'm pretty sure that's a transmission." a derogatory term used to refer to trans people. The so-called prank quickly turns into a confrontation, with some calling it transphobic and a blatant display of toxic masculinity.
Now again, listen to this. You're gonna watch this. You're gonna see what's gonna happen. This individual is going to walk up on this person and is going to tell this cisgender man, "Oh, you know what you talking to? You know what you dealing with? That's a trans person." Again, the negative aspect of it. And that YouTuber, that streamer, that prankster was on the precipice of possibly losing their life inside the store. What is up with y'all acting fools inside of stores? Grocery stores, pharmacies, Toys R Us. Girl, what is y'all problem in the stores? Ain't you supposed to grab your shit and go? But let's take a listen.
You got a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, that's you?
Yeah.
Here you go, bro.
Nah, I'm good, dog.
You sure?
Yeah.
You must be blind, so I was trying to give it to you to help you out.
Dog, I'm not blind. I know what I have right here, bro. You good?
I don't think you do, bro.
No, we good, bro.
I'm gonna leave him in your cart in
No,
case you
you
change
can
your
take it
mind.
with you, dog.
In case you change your mind.
You can take it with you.
You don't want it?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Bro, what you doing? Oh.
Alright. My bad, bro. You sure you don't want him?
No.
Oh, you got that shit on you?
No, bro. You good?
Alright, my bad. No, my bad, y'all. I was just pranking.
Bro,
No, I was just joking around. I was trying to tell you.
Nigga, move on. Go. I don't know how many times. See, usually if a black person was in a horror movie, you ain't got to tell them twice. Once Jason Voorhees, once Michael Myers, once Pennywise, once Art the Clown, once all these people start popping up, black people know how to shut the hell up and run and go. This person just literally put his shit on the back of him telling you, "Nick, I got that shit on me, bruh. Leave me alone. I know what I got." But he kept being persistent and then tried to explain himself. "Oh, I was pranking. Go ahead and go. Before this prank goes another different way. Because there'll be a bunch of pranks that end up going left. Because y'all be playing in people's face. But of course, this is a transphobic thing, girl. Like, "Oh, you know what you got? You know what you're talking to? No, bro, I'm gonna put this in there because I don't think you know. Okay, then, well, you can know the Lord personally. You can know God personally. You can know the Father personally if you want to. You can ask him all the questions and all of life's mysteries right there with him in the unfiltered, raw, okay, situation."
Then I was trying to tell y'all playing.
We good.
Why you yelling, bro?
You're being funny.
No, I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm trying to apologize, bro.
You good.
Alright. My bad. I like your hat, bro.
Just touch the helm of my gay pride flag and see what happens. But in all honesty, all jokes aside, keep your hands to yourself, keep your homophobia to yourself, and you will make it to see another homophobic day. Because we are going to be gay regardless. We aren't some new species. We've been here and we aren't going anywhere.
No shade. That's the real issue and the real problem, is that we're not going to get away. Like, we're never going to go away. We're here. We've been here since the beginning of time. We're going to be here until the end of time. We was here before you, during you, and definitely after you. So if you got a problem with that, I need for you to go into your prayer closet or whatever Orisha you pray to and ask them to give you the clarity and the insight on why you got the issue and you got the problem with queer people. Because like I tell people that are my supporters who are queer, baby, defend yourself. Y'all think this shit is isolated incidents? It's not. It's going to ramp up a lot, especially in this presidency. Especially in this issue. It's going to be a problem. So I need for queer people to stop playing games and thinking that these people, quote unquote, are your friends. People say shit. I need for y'all to pay attention to the actions. The actions is what's going to make it real. Now, for the individuals in the comments that feel some type of way about what I'm talking about, whether you disagree or if there's an area that is a blind spot of mine that you can bring awareness in, I'm going to give y'all the link in the comment section. I'm going to drop the link. If you feel some type of way about what I'm saying, the link is right there in the comment section. Deshaun, you want to speak? Get up here. Queen Stevie, you want to speak? Get up here. We ain't gonna be here for too long because I still gotta work on this video essay that gotta be dropped on Thursday. I went from having that recording to being an hour and 11 minutes, and I have transmuted that shit into 30 something, close to 40 minutes, and that's without everything else. So I'm gonna go ahead and put us in the background just in case somebody wants to be smart and wants to try to pee-buy my stuff, girl. It's not gonna be on screen, Miss Mamas. You gotta come through with facts as opposed to other shit. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, y'all welcome to the screen.
Man, listen.
Deshaun.
Listen, listen, this is all about genocide. This is all about global takeover to the freedoms of people living authentically, living femininely, living whatever you want to choose to become. The thing is, they're trying to stop you from even as an adult being who you are now. Because now it's gotten even more worse. I said, you know what? I just said it. I said it. I told you that this was going to happen. I told you this. I told you that they was going to start with the LGBT Project 2025 has almost got completed. These motherfuckers, these motherfucking straight people are now are starting to get in a feel of themselves now to attack the LGBT in the open now. It's not just the trans now, because now gay people is like, oh, it's not me. Oh, it's the trans now because they're LGBT without the T. Now it's going over to the gays now. I told y'all this. I told y'all, and that person in the comments that was policing another person's sexuality because of femininity, like femininity is not feminine gay people cannot protect women. That don't make any sense because T.S. Madison just had a story of a whooping on a freaking nigga for him whipping on his own girlfriend. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? That person in that comment did not make any sense whatsoever. Talking about gay men need to start working. If they wasn't working, you took their businesses away. You took their fucking businesses away by taking the flag down, by taking their businesses down. They can't even do drag now. You took everything away. What are you talking about? That was their fucking business. And you want them to go with you. Hold up. You want them to work with you, and you know you don't like gay people. Make it make sense, woman, or whoever you are in that freaking comment.
Statistically speaking, queer people, in the context of this conversation, gay men make more money than their heterosexual peers. Gay men stand up for women because according to societal standards, gay men and women are the same thing energetically. They're both feminine, which means that they're less than and they're only valued through masculinity. So for someone to sit up here and say, well, gay men create all type of shit, and they create shit that a lot of cisgendered bio women use. For example, our lingo.
That's what I was saying.
When you need your face beat, who you going to? Us. When you
No
need your hair
shade.
slayed, who you going to? Us. When you need your fashions done, who you going to? Us. When you need creative energy or creative perspectives, who you coming to? Us. Y'all not going to heterosexual men for that because they can't give you that. The only thing these individuals can give you is dick, and then you feel some type of way when that dick is not yours. Their community giving it to everybody, because even T.S. Madison said that a lot of y'all bio women and trans women are fucking on the same niggas, and that's what pisses y'all off. And we will never get to the truth until there are certain people who are willing to be truthful. And to be honest, on all sides of the spectrum, whether you gay, straight, male, female, man, woman, there are areas in improvement in all of our perspectives. But at the same time, ain't nobody exempt. Ain't nobody finna sit out and act like I ain't gotta put in the work, I ain't gotta do nothing because I'm this. No, even with black people, even though we've had horrible shit done to us, there are certain things that we still need to do within our community to heal, that if we wait for the white man to do it, we'll be waiting fighting forever. So there's accountability across the board. And if you have a blind spot that the queer people are not saying, you're gonna have to bring your ass up here and let us know what it is, not just put it in a comment. And then on top of that, for the people that's commenting, I wonder if y'all damn bots. Because again, the link is on the screen. Y'all have the right to jump up. Now, I'm not going to attack black women unless I'm attacked. And I'm gonna give y'all ass chances to be able to say, hey, change the way you're talking. Hold on, it's getting a little disrespectful. Because again, I have context and nuance. I have emotional awareness and intelligence. The way that I speak is just passionate, and I'm very poetic in how I speak. It takes a lot for me to get angry.
Yeah.
No shade, but I need for y'all to share y'all perspectives.
No, see, the
Where y'all
goal
at?
is
The comment is, the stream y'all link is on the screen. So again, where y'all at? And if you don't want to talk, get your brother or your nigga to come
it
up
is
here
a
and talk.
low vibrational energy. I'm telling you, they're trying to throw a low this person that was on the comments was trying to control. That got nothing to do with what was going on in that freaking screen. Absolutely nothing. Now, I thought that person was talking about because I was agreeing with her. I thought it was because she was saying in the comments, women is trying to be like gay men, and I'm like, yeah, of course, because you know they're trying to take away their energy. I thought she was talking about like they're doing this like no shade or tea or you know what I mean, you know, all that other you know, all those lingos and all that, and try to act like them and do whatever. And I was agreeing, and then she just went left, started talking about gay men shouldn't be feminine or something like that, or gay men should just stay men or something. I don't know. Or gay men need to work or something. I'm like, wait, they are working. What? Wait, let me just go back in the comments of what she said. Because it was so weird.
And
it
then
just
on
went
top of
left.
That, there are gay men who are, and this see as far as this person saying, oh well, you know, you still a man, you can build a house, you can still do this, and then y'all feel some type, and then these are the same women that will sit up here and make motherfucking videos later talking about how they found out they nigga was DL because he wasn't openly gay, he wasn't femininely gay, he wasn't
Exactly.
typically gay, but he was gay nonetheless. Even though the nigga liked 2K, even though the nigga only watches ESPN, watches Sports Center, and watch fucking BMF or damn Power or something.
And then
Just
she got
because
the
that
nerve to
individual
say,
does
why
all
aren't you
this stuff.
protecting? Why? She was, no, I got it. She was saying that feminine men can't protect women. And then also she said that, why aren't you protecting women with your life?
You need to be
I'm
asking,
like, what
you need
the
to be asking
hell?
why your husband or why your partner, why your man not protecting you with his life.
That's
because
the problem.
When we look at the domestic abuse situations, women getting their ass beat unfortunately by men, cis men. Now, yes, even in the queer community, because there's men dealing with men and with patriarchy and stuff, it could be violent as well. But in the context of men dealing with women, males dealing with females, gay men have always stood up for women, always stood up for females, until the conversation of, like they brought up, everything ain't about sex. But at the same time, if the man that you like ends up liking someone who's not you, who happens to be either same gender or happens to be on a different spectrum of womanhood, now all of a sudden the sex part becomes the problem for you because you want the dick, but he give that dick to everybody else. So again, y'all gotta make this make sense, and the only way this is going to make sense is if y'all actually call out y'all fears and y'all insecurities, and there's too much ego there that prevents them from doing
Listen, I'm telling you, Bubs. I'm telling you, Bubs. It's starting very slow. I already told you. They started with the drag queens. These women started with the drag queens. Oh, I don't want my son to, oh my gosh, to get influenced by that. They're reading books to the children and all that other stuff so that they become like them. And then they thought, well, and then here we go with the trans, because I'm like, they're gonna go to the trans next, because that's the next step. Oh no, the trans are going to the women's bathroom. Oh no. And now here we go with this in this video right here, where this woman out of nowhere saying Get out my face, bro. Get out my face, gay nigga. Get out my face, gay nigga. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You around us? Get away from us. Like, that shit is so provocative and don't make no fucking sense. You are mad because he's simply gay and because you want to be the only woman that is with all the other niggas and also gay niggas. Let's quiet as is kept. Women want gay niggas. They do.
They want
They do.
emotionally present men, which they do deserve, but this patriarchy claims any sort of emotional awareness and intelligence as gay, and these women, through fear and ignorance, continue to perpetuate the hold that patriarchy has on all of us in their hopes of being chosen. But them being chosen is not
But who wants
real
to
or
be around
genuine.
that?
It's based off of superficial
But who wants to
stuff.
nag? Who wants someone to nag? They don't even want it. Gay men want to be around men. They don't want to be around women, because the thing is, now that women are abusing men at home, and the thing is, if they get hit at home and get abused, then that man is wrong, or a gay man is wrong. And then you want to say, oh my God, you hit me. Oh, I'm going to call the cops. I'm going to call the police. Well,
Queen
and the
Stevie.
thing is, she's vulnerable in the house. She's vulnerable in the house. You wonder why there's so many freaking domestic violences at the home, because that man is not happy. Because the thing is, he can't live his truth of who he is. Because remember, the thing is, the majority of these women get shot and die because the thing is, they was exposing their husbands being gay every single time. And the thing is, you should think like, oh, this man is gay. Maybe I should leave. Or sort of talk it out of it, like, you should live your truth. You don't have to do all this and all that other stuff. Who gives a fuck about your parents? Who gives a fuck about what you think? Live your truth. Because the thing is, I am so sorry about what happened to you. I don't know what was going on in your life. I am so sorry. But the thing is, don't unalive me, because the thing is, I am human just like you, and I'm very sorry. We can make it together, and I'm very, very sorry. But they don't want to do that.
Nope, they can't.
They don't want to do that. They don't want to understand that.
Queen Stevie, what are your thoughts as an individual who is also on the spectrum of womanhood and just seeing what happened and the whole gatekeeping that bio women have on this? What are your thoughts and your perspectives on it? How do you feel about this whole situation?
Well, first off, I'm just recovering from a cold. I was throwing up flu bug on Christmas.
Oh, you sound
But
different.
I know I'm recovering, y'all. But yes, I'm just gonna say this right here. This is the thing, and absolutely, Bub said I occupy that space as woman. He can't put hands on you, but me and T.S. Madison can. That's the bright part. I can put hands, feet, and stilettos on you. Nails, eyelashes, all of that, and so much more. We can do all of that. Yes. He can't touch you, but we can. See, some of you cishet black women get out of pocket with your homophobia. But what you fail to realize is the key thing that Bub said in this broadcast tonight, which is patriarchy. The same systems that you are using to oppress queer men and women within the community, when we are the ones styling you, doing your hair and makeup, all of this. What's T, Sissy Pop? You're learning our lingo. You're learning all of these things. But your true homophobia jumps out times a man shows a bit ounce of femininity. It's femphobia. That's what it is. And it's always been an issue. It's always been an underlying issue with femininity within the black collective. And I made a suggestion earlier in the chat. I think that we need to watch Moonlight, and then the other movie is called B-Boy Blues, where it talks about black masculinity. So we need to be reading books like Blame It on the Dress, because this is an issue within the black collective overall. You're getting it from both sides, from men and women. It's like, who's mask, who's femme, who's not mask enough, who's not femme enough. But the underlying issue right here, it wasn't what the homeboy was wearing. It was her internalized homophobia. Now, if you claim to be pro-black, sister, That means you got to include everybody. And that's the problem what I have with the likes when people send me videos of Dr. Umar Johnson and everybody's saying, oh, how pro-black he is. Yeah, he's pro-black if you're pro-black and straight. But if you're going to be pro-black, that means include our black asses as well, too, because don't ever fucking forget that black people, queer people mainly, were the ones marching for your black ass on the front lines, Bayard Rustin. And don't you ever fucking forget that. Marsha P. Johnson and so many others were out here marching so that we can have our rights. And now, as we're seeing under this regime, they are stripping away our fundamental rights. And that includes you too, black cis women. You thought you were exempt? Your pussy won't get you into this world because we live under a white patriarchal male society. And it's a comedian by the name of Dulce Sloan. She said this: America has been built and founded by white rich men. And that same system that is keeping us all oppressed as black people, as people of color, when I did my sit down with CTV, CTV said it best, is going to affect every marginalized group. So what do you get off on getting off on a queer black man who's doing nothing but minding his business? And then for you to get in the comments and say, well, black queer men need to step up and protect. I said, yes, they're protecting me. They're protecting Queen Spicy. They're protecting Kimani. Yeah, these black men over here, they protect black women. So what the fuck are you talking about? So yeah, I muted homeboy in the chat. Now y'all getting out of pocket with your racism and when you start pointing fingers and saying things that aren't true. Because if you watch Bub's channel, if you watch CTV's channel, if you watch King Jibes' channel, Deshaun, any of our channels, you see all of us vouching and advocating for one another. So don't dare get up here and say, well, these queer black men are not fighting for black women's lives enough. They are. But it needs to be accountability for these black cis women who are out here being homophobic. And the prime example would be Miss Onika Tanya Mirage. Oh, baby, your ass is about to get it deported right back to Trinidad. Over 50,000 people signed that petition. Your ass about to be on up out of here. What do the children say? Take me through there. Take me through there, baby. You about to be taken on up out of here. You about to be taken all the way up out of the United States of America. And I know a lot more people going to be signing that petition as well, too. Oh, yeah, it's out there. Since y'all want to be homophobic and problematic and you want to vote with a man who sits up here and wants to eradicate our entire goddamn existence. Oh, yeah, I got my voice back a little bit. It was a little bit off at first. I'm getting it back. Yes, the queen is back, honey. But that's one thing right there y'all need to work on. I can go down a long list of women who said, oh, I know how my husband is gay and this, that. It was K. Michelle and Tamar Braxton. You know, my man won't kiss me. He must be gay. Maybe he's just not into you. Maybe he's just not into you. It doesn't mean he's gay. He's just not into you. Maybe he wants something more.
That's the thing. And see, this is where
that's the dire homophobia. That's the dire homophobia.
Mm-hmm.
And say, just let the boys be boys. You are excusing dangerous behavior from men. You have Donald Trump's ass who was out here in the Epsteins who messed with underage girls. You were talking 13 and younger. 13 and fucking younger. And you want to excuse that behavior and say, just let the boys be boys. Nikki, I said it once and I will say it again on Nika. And this includes women who think like Nicki Minaj, who are direly homophobic and transphobic as well, too. They smile in your face. They pretend to be your best friend. But deep inside, you are their pocketbook, or as Nappy Boy on IG would say, you're their puppy. You're their puppy and their pocketbook. And for this case, black queer people, we have been the pocketbook and the puppy for the longest. We're tired. At a certain period of time, we got to start calling out the ones who y'all are sitting up here saying, well, this is my friend. This is my friend. That's not your friend. If they're not willing to invalidate your existence and they're willing to vote Their boyfriend or who they marry, they have the same type of political beliefs, and they say, well, I don't stand for this, and they're married to somebody. That's not your friend base. And going into the year of 2026, I want us in the queer community to start having boundaries, saying, I'm not putting up with that. I don't want this person as my friend. Cut them off. Contract, status, or not, I don't care. If they are being homophobic and problematic, call their asses out. My petty mode is already activated. I already told y'all I'm the Scorpio assassin. So you'll never see my petty and shade coming. I'm like a ninja. I will slide it right in your back and then slide it right out, and you'll never see it coming.
I can definitely see Miss Stevie in like a jumpsuit that's all leather, with her hair like curly and stuff, with her lashes and nice color and stuff. I can just see that, like as a. I don't know why, but I can see it. Like she's like Miss Cat Stevie. You know what I mean? Miss Cat Stevie.
And we have to be petty. We have to tap into that petty with them. You have the likes of Tamar Braxton out here. And I said this in the comments as well too. Do y'all remember James Wright Chanel, who did the Patty Pie video?
Yeah.
He's one of Tamar Braxton's background singers. Guess who Tamar invited to her show? And y'all remember the whole story, where Krishan Rock put her hands on James Wright Chanel, and James Wright Chanel, was like, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. Because see, if he would have hit her, it would have been a man. The headline would have been a man hitting a woman. The same with this person, Dante, in the video. If he would have did that, it would have been the same headline. They would have taken the narrative and they would have spun it. And they would have weaponized that shit. As Deshaun said earlier, it's a dog whistle. The same way Donald Trump uses these dog whistles out here by saying, oh, the enemy within, they're poisoning the blood, the enemies of the state. And now it's just been reported that the crimes that he committed back in 2016 with the election for Russia, oh, guess what the DOJ is trying to do right now? Pam Bondi. And if only you could see my face right now. I'm not turning on this goddamn camera. But if only you could see my face right now. Guess what Pam Bondi is going to do? You do the math and you tell me.
Pam Bondi.
We know how corrupt this DOJ is. And we know that this is the most corrupt administration in American history. And they're going to do everything possible. Did y'all see the Epstein files, how everything was blacked out and redacted?
Yes.
Everything was blacked out and redacted.
I saw it.
But
I saw
that's neither here nor there. Oh, yeah. And the pictures were scrubbed down from the DOJ site as well, too. So when y'all get out here and y'all make comments like, maybe, if black queer men have always been sticking their necks out on the line for us. And since I'm a black trans woman here occupying this space, I can advocate and say the Bubs, Deshaun, Harold, Alvin, CTV, King Jibes, and plenty of others have come to my rescue in my comments whenever I've had trolls or whatever and defended me. K Tukes as well too. They are very protective. These men that I just named vouched and protect me. And that's why I love them. So don't get up here and say, well, y'all are not, they're not protecting black women enough. That's the lie, and that's the misinformation and the disinformation, because that is absolutely not goddamn true. But this is why T.S. Madison and Craig have the accountability court, because accountability goes across all 10 boards. Don't get up here and tell a lie. And if he would have put his hands on homegirl in that store, that's why he should have had either me or T.S. Madison there, because we would have been able to do what he couldn't have done. Do y'all know that scene in Bringing Down the House when Queen Latifah took homegirl in the bathroom when they were fixing their makeup? That would have been me. Baby, your ass would have been clotheslined and hung over the bathroom stall when I was done whipping your entire ass all up and through that goddamn store. And I will fix my makeup and walk out gladly. It's a meeting in the ladies' room. Yeah. No, it's about to be a girl fight, Brooke Valentine.
This is what they want, though, Miss Stevie. They're trying to put, for instance, like straight people now, the ones that are very homophobic, that voted for Trump, they wanted to have the freedom to say that you're the F-bomb, you're this, you're that, and
Yeah,
also beat
and
you up
call
for
you the
free.
N
Because that's what
word.
they want to do. They want to beat you up. They
Yeah.
want to prove something. They want to kill you off because they're thinking about, let's kill them all so that we know that we are the only ones that's straight and the dominant ones, so that they won't do that, and we'll put it back in the closet, or if we find out anything of them, we'll get them. And that's what they want, just like in Africa, that's going on in Uganda and also over there, because that's exactly what it is.
Absolutely. And it's they say it's free speech. Yeah, free speech for me, but as consciously said, free speech for me, but none for thee. You want to be able to call us the N word, the F bomb, the T word, all of that, and so much more.
But none for thee. You want to be able to call us the N word.
Yeah, there's feedback.
And I don't think it's Deshaun, because normally it'd be Deshaun ass.
Cause I'm muted. I mute myself.
He got the headphones. Go ahead.
This is the thing that gets me. Y'all want to be able to say the N word, the T word, call us all of these things. Let me tell y'all something. This is not Jim Crow era, the civil rights era. We are in a whole new generation. So to the MAGAs out here that think that they can get up under the comments, and y'all call Clay Kane's show with Reese Colbert and y'all call him a spook. I know what the racist history of spook means. We know what you really wanted to say. You really wanted to call him the N word. Y'all will get y'all ass whooping Trump America. And we see some of y'all in your court hearings at court saying that, oh, well, I can just go call Donald Trump. You think that motherfucker's going to answer your calls? The call that I'm waiting to hear, we are already waiting on. Did y'all see the most recent photos of that motherfucker's hands? Please take a look at that photo.
Terrible.
The most recent call that I'm waiting on is the call that we all are waiting and sitting and anticipating, and I'm turning my hourglass for every minute, every second, every hour. Y'all know what call I'm waiting on. And I'm being careful what I'm saying here on YouTube because I know that some of the MAGA bots are watching. So the call that we are all waiting on, that big, beautiful, yes, the big, beautiful obituary is what I'm waiting on. And I've already got my dress and hat picked out. And I'm gonna show up just like Bernadine from Waiting to Exhale, right at your doorstep.
Real quick, something that you said earlier, Queen, as far as like queer men standing up for you. But the gag is that the queer community, even those who are like, oh well, I'm part of the LGB and we're going to exclude the TQ. If it wasn't for individuals like Marsha P. Johnson, I think it's Sylvia Herrera, if I'm not mistaken. If it wasn't for
Sylvia Ramirez, Bell Hooks, Audre Lorde, James Baldwin, all of these black queer revolutionaries who have put their foots on the line for us.
But if it wasn't for black trans or trans women of color, because Marsha P. Johnson was the one that initiated the Stonewall riots, which allowed us to be able to have pride as we see it now. So it's funny that these same people will sit up here and demonize the people that when the time comes to actually do the work, y'all calling on them. Just like how with Trump's America, how a lot of white people voted for Trump in opposition to black people, but then once they saw what the shit was, who were the ones they were calling to the mat to be like, oh, please help us. Where? They ain't say where the other white women at. They ain't say where the other white gays at. What do they say? Where are the black people? Where are the black women? Where are the people who are on the front line? No. Since y'all are the ones that say that y'all know what's going on, since y'all the ones that say that y'all have all the answers, we're the delusional ones, we're the crazy ones. Don't ask the delusional and crazy ones to come save you. Because since we're crazy and delusional, and we're evil and demonic, and we're all messed up, then why are you going to those people?
And we're going to hell. We're sinners. Oh, we see y'all showing up to our affirming churches and all of these things. Y'all are harassing us. Let's not talk about sin.
The thing is, they got the nerve to talk about sin. They eat uncleanly things. They're mixing linens together. They're doing fornication.
Ooh, and some
they're
of
lying.
Don't even make me go there.
They're
Don't even make me go there.
Kids. They're doing things to kids in these pulpits. I mean, teachers a lot too. All that other stuff. And Oh, just to make sure that they're not gay or anything, knowing that you're creating sin to create another negative energy that will grow into a confused energy that would ruin lives of people that really love them and all that other stuff because there's something wrong with them in the inside because of what happened to them when they were a child. What else? You also keep bringing kids into clubs. You say that children has no sexuality, but you're bringing children into clubs to overly sexualize them or doing things to them like bougie,
Indoctrination,
and all of
that
them, and causing
hypersexualization,
over
all of that.
hypersexualization. You have also created, like I said, human trafficking. What is it called? Human trafficking. Human trafficking.
That's
You're
it.
part of the
Oh,
Epstein. You're
don't get
part
me
of the
started on the
Epstein
Epstein
because
files,
you're
because that's in there.
homegrown Epstein people that are doing things to children. Then you gatekeep it as your own to think that that's normal.
And
What
Donald
is
Trump's
wrong
ass
with
is
you?
sitting up there. They normalize it. And then another one, Deshaun, gluttony. 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 Greed. This man has an insatiable craving for power, for control. This is not about Christian values. This is about control. When your religious beliefs, and I said this when I did the show with Now's the Time, when your religious beliefs start to infringe upon my freedoms and how I live my everyday life, and I'm going about my business, minding my business, doing what that young lady was doing in the video. She was doing what I'm doing, which I love to shop for body care. I love to smell good. I like to look good. She's in there buying her body care and stuff with her boyfriend. And here your ass go up here trying to make a video, trying to get clicks, likes, and views. Trying to troll. Yes, it was transphobic because we know what you're doing. They call us transmissions. They call us men. They still see us as men. They still invalidate us. They don't see our existence as women. I'm going to show a woman whether you like it or not. And you're not going to erase my existence. None of my brothers and sisters in the queer community, you're not going to invalidate their existence. As long as I have breath in my body, I'm going to make sure that no corner is left unturned and that everybody in the LGBTQIA plus community is included in these spaces. And that's the same thing T.S. Madison, BubzDaGawd, Alvin, Tit for Tat, this for that, Conscious, Deshaun, Harold, everybody in the Short Stack Revolution, King Jaws, all of us are using our voices and telling you, you're not going to erase queer people. I told you, we are like a pimple that just will not go away. It's going to take a lot to get rid of that pimple. You can buy some Clean and Clear. You can buy some, what's the other thing? The Mighty Patch. We're not going to go away, honey. We're going to be here. So get used to queer people being in your existence. Because we're human beings as well, too. And another thing, we're black, too. Hope Giselle said it best. We're black, too. So don't y'all ever fucking forget that. Because y'all want us to choose between our blackness or our queerness. And I'm not going to choose. That's another thing you also want us to choose is our Christianity and faith. But the Bible says you shouldn't be judging anybody because y'all point out homosexuality as a sin, but y'all are out here committing sins as well, too. Y'all are out here protecting a PD03. Y'all are protecting PD03s. The Republican Party chose to protect PDFs. That's what y'all chose to protect. You have MAGA Mike Johnson, who is the House Speaker, who married his own fucking daughter. You have Donald Trump,
He did.
who literally
He did.
wanted to kiss his own daughter.
He had her sitting on his
Yes.
lap.
Yep, cowboy.
Had his own daughter sitting on his lap and wanted to kiss his own daughter.
And it wasn't like a child sitting on a lap. It was more sexual like.
Yeah, Mike Johnson married his daughter.
Do I have an echo?
No. Well, it might be in someone else's stuff. I don't think it's coming from you because I don't hear it now that I'm talking. But before, just because I know Deshaun said he got an update, but before he get into the update, I kind of want to hear your thoughts. I don't know how long you've been in the building, or
I just got in the building. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I was going to
Oh
ask
yeah,
y'all
it's
what. Is it me?
uh, is everybody else muted? I think it might be you because I think.
I only have one thing going. I'm on my
Oh
cell
no,
phone.
I think it was Deshaun because everybody else muted
Okay.
up. But
no,
Okay.
I'm
Yeah, I'm on
muted
my cell
now.
phone.
But he muted now. But what we were speaking about is that I'm sure you probably seen it. It was a viral clip going around about this black woman that was harassing this gay man in the store, because of how he's built down under. The nigga is thick
Yeah, his name is Deontay.
as
He's
hell,
on Twitter.
and it
I
became very
haven't seen it.
viral. Yeah, you
I
gotta
haven't
see
seen
it.
it.
Yeah.
Deshaun sent it to me, but I haven't had a chance to look at it yet.
Yeah, I
Is it
posted a
the
lot.
one where does he have like blue pants on or something? His butt is huge.
Yes,
And
He
there's
has
a
on gray
girl
yes.
standing
sweatpants.
next to him.
A
Huh?
girl standing. Yep,
Yeah,
that's
he has on
him.
gray
I haven't
sweatpants,
had
a
a
black
chance to
hoodie.
look at it yet.
Yeah, but when you get a chance, make sure you look at it. It was very crazy, and it set the internet spaces, especially the queer spaces, on fire. About what was going on. It's just another example of how queer people just be minding their own fucking business, and just because, again, he has something that aesthetically would be linked or connected to women in this society. He happened to have more than the woman that was, being queerphobic towards him, and she was literally walking up into his space, was putting her hands on him,
What?
trying to still be assertive, even though he was saying, leave me alone, I'm gonna call the police. She kept being persistent, and I believe a friend of hers was trying to like dilute the situation, but all it did was made it worse. And the fact that he wasn't really giving her what she thought he was going to give her, she continued to like amplify her queerphobia. So she started calling him all type of derogatory terms, calling him a bitch, or you need to put clothes on and stuff like that, all because this nigga works on his glutes in a different type of way. So it was very triggering for the queer community, because there's a lot of queer people, especially those who are feminine, those who can't blend or have or code switch, if you will, in society. It triggered a lot of them because, again, he was just minding his own business, and here this person comes with their bullshit, projecting it onto him. Now, had he turned around and would have Dave Chappelle by way of Rick James, what did the five fingers say to the face, slap her ass, or if he would have slapped her ass like that one chick off that one blaxploitation film, shut up you black bitches, let me tell you something, you get out there and shake your ass. Now had he hit her like that, then she would have been, oh my god, I'm a woman, you can't hit me. So it goes back to the point that you made towards me, because even you said, Bubs, I think you be a little bit biased when it comes towards women. You kind of give them more grace. No shade, but in this instance, it kind of spoke to your point, to where it's like, no shade, women can be queerphobic as well, and they also have to be queerphobic to play into the patriarchy, because that's the only way that they can be valued, is if a man chooses them. So if there is another person that is inserting themselves into the competition, especially if it's a feminine black gay man or a gay man that could be deemed as feminine, then all of a sudden what happens is that they have to then rectify that situation. They then have to police that person. Had it been me, I would have cussed her ass
Which
out, and I
still
maybe not would have hit
doesn't.
her, but she would have been on the ground.
Which
So
still doesn't make sense, because the thing is, men will still sleep with men, even though they're mask for mask on the low, and the woman still wouldn't know until she finds out 3 years later. Oh, why didn't you tell me that you were sleeping with men all this time? You were sleeping with him, and you just didn't. Why didn't you tell me? Why did you tell me? Why do you tell? And then here we go. You're mad again.
so so Bubs, when I say that though, I don't mean it like it's something towards women, like I'm against women or anything.
Oh yeah,
It's just
I
that
understand.
it's just like I don't do that whole thing that there's some comment, YouTube or different comment, content creators do, where they side with everything that women do, no matter when women are doing something just as harmful as when straight men can do it too. I just don't do the double. I don't play the sides where, because a woman is a woman, that I have to accept or put up with, and say, um protect all women and stuff, like that. I know that people should be protected. I don't play the side of either one, the male or the female, when they are being phobic towards anybody, or they're using their religion to to harm anybody. So and in those instances, I understand that there's women should be protected in certain aspects, but when they're out there spewing the same type of homophobic rhetoric, the same religiosity, Adam and Eve, and all of that bullshit, and stuff, like that, or using their religion, as a sword against people, or whatever, then I don't feel like I should put my energy or waste my breath or brain cells in protecting them or anybody else who is doing that type of stuff. And I know sometimes when people hear me say that, they think that I'm against women, but I'm for anybody, not just women or men. I'm just for anybody who's being fair and treating people with humanity. And sometimes women can, just like men can spew their stuff, but sometimes women can also, and we see it in these comments, or they come on different platforms and the stuff that they spew in the comments, but then they'll say they're not homophobic, or they don't want you to call them homophobic or transphobic or whatever. And they can say some of the most hateful stuff towards trans women. They don't say a lot towards trans men, but they can say a lot of stuff towards trans women. And to me, it just seems like it comes more out of envy or jealousy, or whatever, or like they feel like somebody's taken something away from them that they actually didn't have anyway. But it's not against all women. It's really directed. If the shoe fits, wear it. So it's, if it doesn't pertain to you, then then don't put the shoe on. Then I'm not talking about you. But if you're those ones down in those comments, or getting on other YouTube channels and stuff, or either out there making videos, just like I guess what's going on with this lady talking about this guy with his big butt or something. When it's that type of stuff, then I don't have to take your side. I don't have to take their side. I don't have to be nice because they are a female. And when they're spewing that whole I'm a biological woman, I'm a natural born woman and stuff, I don't even, to me, women are women, or whatever. I don't play the sides just because you're a bio woman. You say you're a bio woman. To me, everybody is biological, whether you're man, woman, or whatever, because we're all born, which makes us biological. And I know that when women are doing that, sometimes men do it too, but I know that women, when they're using that bio trope or the natural born women, when they're using that type of stuff, they're using it as a sword. They're not using it to distinguish themselves from really to distinguish themselves from a trans woman, or a gay man, or whatever. They're really using it to be hurtful. Otherwise, you don't have to use that at all. And that's the only reason why I say that. I don't pick their sides when they're doing that type of stuff. And I don't feel like I have to play the, like Craig does on, everything, a lot of stuff he says is all, protect black women, protect black women, protect black women. Even when they're being harmful, sometimes he'll, we got to protect black, well, it's the same for me with if men are being harmful, or if even if gays are being harmful, if us queers are being harmful, it applies to all of us, not just whatever. So that's the only reason why I say that. And I don't feel like I have to jump on that train where a lot of people say protect black women, protect black women. It seems like they go overboard with it. You know what I mean? Even when women are being harmful to us with their rhetoric.
Well, I'll tell you this. When it comes to women doing stuff like this is all, they're also getting distracted by what these people are preaching or whatever that they see on the media, because this is all influenced on getting their energy, getting them gaslighted. It's all about gaslighting, because whatever that's going on in the social media, they'll always go for gay men, trans people, drag queens, and that's what they go for. And then these women, that that have a hidden agenda of hating gay people come up, and then they just speak their mind all loudly and all that other stuff, which is like now's my chance to now say and speak my mind and just lash out, and I can touch you because I'm a woman and you can't do nothing about it. Because the thing is it's all under the regime of what Trump just passed, the Project 2025. And also, if you didn't know, is to keep gays from not speaking up about their experiences, and also what the experiences with these no good ass dudes that have a lot of money. Because the thing is, the ones that have a lot of money are the ones that it's gonna
Don't forget Project
and then they'll make you a living
2026.
hell. And that's exactly what it is. They're going to make all of you a living hell because they do not want to get exposed of their sexuality. That are, judges, politicians, all that other stuff. They're trying to shut all of you down. That's exactly what the main issue
Deshaun's
is.
echoing really bad.
Oh, that's not mine.
Who is that?
Watch this. If I put it on mute, watch this.
Hello, hello.
See?
It's not me.
Y'all mute when y'all ain't.
Yeah, because the thing is, that's the role. And also, like I said, it's also human trafficking, so that the gays won't talk about what's going on up there in those million, billion, trillion mansions that are where they're at. Where they're just making their money and just giving it to the man and all that other stuff. Because when they see children, if they say anything, they'll kill them. Then they sweep an under so that no one will know. And then they'll try to create a lie like, oh, I didn't know that he was sleeping with me or anything like that. Or use the trans community. If the trans see that they're seeing kids hidden underneath the thing, then they just unalive them and all the other stuff. There's so many things across the board. That's the reason why they're trying to do that. They're doing it so that they can keep you on the hush. They can use you as a sexual object, though. And then they can also use children, even LGBT children, as a sex slave for heterosexual people. They would never tell you that. This is the reason why I'm telling you this, because I did a little research on that. Because the thing is, it's all about exchangings. It's all about it's like homegrown human trafficking. Then you got the billion people that are human trafficking children too. So it goes down the line. So that's what they're doing. They're not going to stop. Even if Epstein is dead, it's still going on. It doesn't matter. Because the thing is, they're trying to find kids that are mentally ill. So they're trying to create this where a kid is innocent. They want to take their innocence away. They're trying to put their consciousness into the kid of fucked up consciousness into the kid so that the kid can grow up to be fucked up in consciousness so that he can actually make a deal with the devil already because he already have that in his mind so that he can be the next weird new Epstein. That's exactly what it is. It's fucked up. But that's how they're doing it. They're doing this, and you know how the children, I wish it could have been me, knowing that that's a negative energy that was actually created by what you actually created, that's okay and accepted by women to do that. Because the thing is, you probably might do that to another girl, a little girl, even though you thinking in your head that a woman is doing this to you. There's men that think like this. And they carried it on to the next generation of low vibrational energy of sexual tension and sexual whatever it is. It's really, really sick, but that's what they do. And women also create the fuse to do that, which they're sick-minded.
This whole Epstein thing, it's a farce. Everybody knows what Trump did. Everybody knows Trump. This the way they just keep carrying on with this. And we release the Epstein files, release more of this, release more of that. We already know that he's in there. We don't, the redaction, all the other type of stuff. We already knew that ahead of time. They can redact all they want. Okay. We already know that Epstein and Trump and others were molesting girls, and probably some little boys are thrown in there somewhere too. But we already know this. So this shit that they keep taking us through every day, they say, oh, release the Epstein files. The files, if they really wanted to get them files, they can actually get them. They can get all of it, and uh, without Trump saying himself saying release the files or whatever. The files are there. Even the redacted stuff is actually there. This is just these games that they play with us to keep this media circuit going
Yeah,
day after day after day.
it's annoying. And
It
also, I gotta tell you this: did you hear about the bombing that happened in Nigeria thanks
We got
to
about 5 more minutes.
Nicki Minaj?
yes.
It was terrible. It was terrible. And guess what? There was no terrorists there. There was no terrorists there. They bombed that village for no reason.
They trying to
And it's
say it
from
was
Trump.
ISIS. He's trying to say ISIS was there, and they were killing Christians and all that stuff. It's another smoke and mirrors for what Trump and the administration really want to do over there, and that's to get their minerals and their oil, and to control their government and keep it under control, like they do, like the UK and all of them do right now, and France and all of that other time. Even though they broke from France, they're still controlling them.
Yeah. Then the thing is, he wants us into this mind program to think like him. Also, that's the reason why. And if we don't think like him, we are going to suffer for it. I try to put in a whole lot of information that's on TikTok, and they're flagging my stuff down. But like Miss Stevie said, now everything is owned by Trump now over in TikTok. So you can't really say anything about him, because in 2026, what's going to happen is they're going to shut everything down. If you mention anything about him, you can't even say anything about this man. So the thing is, this is what it is. The thing is, he's hiding a lot of things of what he's trying to plan, so that he can actually become the good president of conservatorship and
He's
all
not
this other
hiding.
stuff.
He's not hiding anything. It's all out there. It's just whether we open our eyes and really want to see it. You know, it's he's never hid anything. He's always been right out there in public. It's us who shield our heads and put our head in the ground like an ostrich. Because we don't want to know the truth, or we don't want, or we can't take stuff unless it's fed to us in bits and pieces, or whatever. It's always been there. He does it right in front of our face, and the American people let him get away with it until it really starts affecting them. When it affects them really bad, then that's when something may happen or whatever. But as far as the United States and dropping bombs in Venezuela, in Nigeria, and any other country and stuff, from the conception of this United States, the United States never does nothing unless it's something in it for them, unless for us, So them bombing stuff, they otherwise they wouldn't go over there and bomb. Trump has never been worried about any damn Christians. He don't even give a shit about Christians. He don't give a shit about anything except for himself, and his grifting greed, and what he can get out of it. The Republican Party has always been, and there's some in the Democratic Party and other parties that we've had, they've always been like that. The United States does not do anything unless it's something in it for us. And so if he's over there dropping bombs, there's a reason why he's doing it. Okay. And it's nothing to do with Christianity. It's nothing to do with ISIS. It's because he wants something from them. Their minerals. He wants control. He wants the control of their government, because Tinubu, whatever his name is, the president over there, he just lets them run right over him, or whatever, idolizing the United States and giving us favor and stuff, when we just sat there and banned them from coming to the United States. You know what I'm saying? Put a partial ban on all visas and stuff from them coming for the United States. And when they asked their president, were they going to do the same thing to us? It's like, no, because it would be like an elephant fighting a rabbit, and they're the rabbit.
Oh God.
They say stuff about themselves like that. It's like because we're the power or whatever and stuff, but they need to stand up to our government, just like what we're doing to them, they need to put that back off on us. But it's something that Trump wants, and the Republicans. It's what the United States can get out of it, and that's for anything. Same thing with Venezuela.
Mm.
No shade,
Yeah.
no shade. I'm gonna let y'all get y'all lasting thoughts. Like I said, I'm gonna give y'all 10 minutes. We got less than a minute.
I'm gonna come back and watch the replay. I'm gonna go back and watch the replay because I missed all of what y'all said. I just popped up in here, so I don't really have much to say because I got to go back and watch it and see, see what y'all been talking about and what you done, and what you done put out there, Bubs.
I'll be looking forward to your comments, and I definitely want to get your perspective on this because like when I brought up earlier about you saying the whole thing about holding women accountable, no shade. Like I do have certain levels of grace and probably bias, or should I say had bias towards women because again the patriarchal thing, as far as giving women grace and stuff like that. But where we're headed now, I can only give grace to people who are actually walking in grace. And
right
with the example that you're going to see today, it's kind of like, yeah, this is not no graceful shit. Homegirl better be glad that she ain't get her shit split. Because she could have, especially walking up on a quote unquote a man, she would have got done up. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to hear your perspective on that. But Deshaun, lastly, do you have anything that you would like to share before we go ahead and let this thing go?
Yeah.
Smash down, y'all. No shade.
For that girl, that was totally unnecessary. You were just trying to get your 15 minutes of fame right there just so you can actually make a blow whistle over a gay man so that you can get validation saying right on girl, right on sister, because you told him off because he's gay and look at what he's wearing and all that other stuff. Like, really? You need to get your act together because there's going to be gay people everywhere. And let me tell you, there's all different types of gay people. Masculine, DL ones, in between ones, and all different types. I don't know why these women keep doing this. They keep doing this over and over and over again.
Because we let them. we let people do stuff to us. It's just like gay people, we let them put us in the closet. We let them, as we're growing up, put us in the closet. We let the church put us, we let people do, when you don't let people do stuff to you, believe it or not, they don't do it. Okay. Only, and it's true, they do what we allow them to do. And if we don't allow them to treat us that way, they would actually stop it, or whatever, or we turn our backs on them or whatever. But while we allow them to mistreat us or make us, make us feel bad about ourselves so they can feel good about themselves, we allow it. If you stop it, or don't allow it from the beginning. I know it's hard because it's, a lot of gays have been, growing up and have been taught to not like themselves or love themselves, or whatever, or to feel guilty and bad due to this religion and all of this other type of crap, or whatever. But there are people out there who never put up with that from the beginning, and those people, I mean, I've never let people treat me like that, and they don't, they don't.
Yeah.
No job, no relatives, no friends, no neighbors, anywhere. I just don't I've never let people treat me like that, and then they don't treat me like that. Even if they'll go and treat somebody else like that, I'm not gonna put up with it.
Right. And like I said, and these gay people, and these gay
you
people that's
you mute
in
now,
the church-
Bubs.
I was gonna say that's the last thing, y'all. Last thing.
Yeah, and the thing is with these
He's
gay
mute.
people
Tell
that's in
Bubs
the
he's
church,
mute.
I'm
these
mute right now. You
women.
can't hear me. You can't hear me.
Can you hear? Hello.
Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, I
you
can
me?
hear you.
Okay, what I'm saying is that this is gonna be the last one. That's all.
Because
I'm ready to eat. I'm about to get my BMI on, bro. I'm ready
Oh,
to raise
oh
my
yeah, I
BMI
made this
and
just
blood
for
pressure.
you. Yep, I made this just for you.
You want me to end this live now?
No, no.
I'll cut this bitch off right here.
You said you ready to eat. You said you're ready to
I already
eat.
told you. Whenever you bring up that shit right there, I'm not even, I lost my damn.
You said you're ready to eat. That's what you said.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
But meanwhile, like I said, it goes back to the church and these saved gays and all that. I'm no gay. I'm not gay no more. So what about the children that you need to watch, right? that is getting molested in the church by the pulpit, and these women watching and they know of it, and you're hearing stories and whispers of it, and you're not calling it out in the church. And you are the ones that have been delivered from the church. If you was molested by a person that you had an experience by as a gay man, used to be now, don't make no sense right there. You don't protect the next youth. So it's all by yourself. It's all for yourself. Oh, I am delivered. And oh, I don't know nothing about them. I don't care about nothing about them. I'm just delivered. But you don't protect the flock that's in the church. You keep it quiet while that person becomes gay. Then you want to shun them down and throw the book at them while you're not gay. Make it make sense to me. And those women too. They're all together in that one pulpit, depending on whoever that's in the church out there in that south, down south. No one's saving nobody up in the church until something happens to those kids.
No shade.
That part.
And all these issues, we can explore deeper, no pun intended. But we can explore if we work through our fears and insecurities. And baby, no shade. Fear and insecurity got a hold on a lot of humanity. The queer side, the straight side, the black side, the white side, the religious side, the other side. There's a lot of fear there. And the only way we're going to get through this is by having these conversations. So we have to do this more. And in 2026, like you said, everybody has to use their voice. You have to use your voice to speak out, because now we're moving from the phase of the verbal and into the phase of physical. They physically getting ready to do shit like that. So the shit that we saw today with this video, get ready for that to be more rampant. The queerphobia in the church, get ready for that to be more rampant. In families, prepare for it to be more rampant. And people are going to have to learn to love themselves, and not just love themselves, because self-love alone ain't gonna solve nothing. You have to love yourself and love your fellow neighbor to change the structure, because at the end of the day, as y'all will see when I drop my video essay on the DL Whisperer in January, the next few days, that the house always wins when we argue with each other, when we continue to play into the script that patriarchy wants us to play into. Of course, when you're doing something new, it's going to always be scary. When it's something different, when it's something you understand, as human beings, we naturally become fearful. And fear in some instances can be healthy if it's about self-defense. But when you have information to help alleviate the fear or dilute the fear, and you still choose fear anyway and stoke the flames of that, you're going to be harming not only others, you're going to be harming yourself. Because like T.S. Madison and everyone else has been stating, queerphobia, racism, all the things that are driven by fear is going to affect everyone. So we have to do our part. But I thank y'all so much for joining me. I wasn't expecting to do a live, but again, shout out to J Inclusive. Drop this video. I love how contextual and nuanced they are. So if you have not subscribed to J Inclusive, make sure you do. Make sure you subscribe to Dave Breeze. Make sure you subscribe to Tit for Tat, this and that. And especially in 2026, we're going to be having more of these conversations. So make sure y'all do what needs to be done. But
yeah,
Dave Breezy, Tit for Tat, especially T for T, because I haven't seen you in a minute. So it's good to see you come across. But again, I appreciate y'all for joining me on this. Queen Stevie, I appreciate you for joining me. And I'm gonna go ahead and do my outro. I'm ready to eat, y'all. So I will be talking to y'all later. Y'all enjoy the rest of your Monday. Okay.
All right.
Peace. All right, y'all. That was T for T and Deshaun. So again, shout out to them for coming up. Shout out to Queen Stevie for coming up. If you can, well, let me change my music because now it's over with. So let's get to the music. Yes. First of all, thank y'all so much for rocking with me on this live. I really do appreciate it. Okay, if you like what you have heard, the discussion thus far, please make sure you hit that like button. It helps the channel to grow on the algorithms. We are at 974, on the road to 1K. We are less than 30 subscribers away. So excited. I'm so happy about what's to come. I'm excited about the project that I'll be dropping. Again, I'm trying to drop it on the 1st. That's the goal. But my first video drop is going to be, again, patriarchy, queerphobia, and the DL Whisperer. So make sure that y'all stay tuned for that. And in order to stay tuned for that, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so that you can stay up to date with all of my my content, which is both edited and live, but for 2026 is going to be more so edited. I may come through every once in a while with a live, but I'm trying to focus more so on my edited content. So make sure y'all do that. If there's anything that I've stated in this live that resonates with you, that challenges you, whether you agree, disagree, if you want to just, I don't care if you want to just read me down, you just want to just read the hell out of me because you triggered, do that. You have the right to do whatever you want to do. You are a human being. You live in America. You have the freedom of speech. Make sure, if you feel some type of way, share your thoughts. Just make sure you tag me, BubzDaGawd, so that I know that it's real. Don't be on no fake shit. Be on some real shit, especially if you claim to be on the side of truth. Okay? Screenshot my content. Share it on your social media platforms. And if you definitely feel compelled, you can hit that Cash App, $BubzDaGawd. We're manifesting more Cash Apps in 2026, baby. I'll be putting in the work. I'll be putting in the energy, baby. And I'm not finna beat myself up, girl, or try to downplay myself for what it is that I know that I deserve. I give time, effort, and energy that I can't get back. One thing that can help quell that, or to help balance that out, girl, if it ain't gonna be the views, if it ain't gonna be the subscriptions, if it ain't gonna be the shares, you can definitely give back by hitting that Cash App, $BubzDaGawd, okay? Let me know how you feel. We take everything that jingle, fold, and swipes. Ikarabo Shande, Ishkatai. But again, thank you for T for joining the live. Thank you to King Harold in the building for joining the live. Thank you for Queen Stevie in the building joining the live. Let's see. Of course, shout out to Deshaun. Deshaun, the number one sharer. Girl. He shared everywhere. Shout out to 4K. Make sure y'all subscribe to them as well and their dope music. Shout out to, I think it was Twan. Shout out to the people who came in who spoke in opposition to what I was talking about, whether you're a human being or you're a bot. Shout out to you. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me on this live. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, everybody, y'all go ahead and enjoy the rest of y'all Monday. And I hope that y'all have a wonderful new year. 2025 may have been something, and even though 2026 is about to turn up in your own personal subjective life, you have the right to be able to control your own destiny. Just align with other people who are controlling theirs so that we can make a change. Okay? If it ain't gonna be us, as far as the generation that gets it right, let's put the work in so that whatever generation is the one that's not going to be scared, the ones who are actually going to face the fear and transmute the fear into something that we really deserve, which is a beautiful experience, a new earth, a new heaven, a new experience that so many people say that cannot manifest. Maybe they will. But in order for that to happen, you have to do your part. So until next time, everybody, peace.
I can be anything I choose in this round. We are a sound vibration too deep to tell.